Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons, where us group of people who should not be on Twitch are currently on Twitch.
Who gave us a license? That's a real question.
So, there is no D4 this week to our resident D4. I apologize for that, as there is only one person left to do it next week.
Roll ceremonial then.
Here's the thing: roll the D4, and No, this is a good one. Roll the D4, and between Splendor, myself, M, and B, who pick a number real quick. 1 through 4, Splendor.
3.
3. Okay, M, pick a number. Then not 3. 2. Yeah. Okay, B, pick a number.
1.
Okay, so that gives me 4. If the dice lands on your number, you have to take a shot at some point for this, like in the stream. Why not?
Oh, hell yeah!
It's simple. It's simple.
Grim, what does he get?
Grim doesn't drink when he does this.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. So I'm 4. Roll a 4, because I'll drink. I got a bottle right here.
I rolled a 4. You ask, you shall receive.
Fucker!
I'll get my shot glass ready and everything.
Okay. I mean, we can all drink, y'all. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to.
I usually drink after the break.
Very nice dice.
That is nice dice. Okay, sorry.
Look at my full metal set, guys.
Oh, that's real nice.
Is the D4 just like a total caltrop?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at all them dice.
Fancy.
Yeah, but these are stoat dice.
Oh, shit. I'm going to go get my dice. I didn't.
Okay.
I'm here.
Sorry, sir.
So
hello, everybody.
Unbelievable.
So,
you're gonna miss the recap. He's a fucking chump.
Just to start off the session, let's start with the recap. There's a lot of background talk somewhere.
Yeah, M. Tell Andrew.
I'm sorry.
What can we do it live?
So, it is time for the recap now. I am going to do the recap. Hello.
Hey, Craig.
It's been so long since I've done this. Jesus Christ. It's been like 4 people. We began our session in Craig and Deanne's room, where they had a short conversation that concluded with Deanne remaining unshackled and sleeping in his own bed, with Craig sleeping up against the door to ensure that he didn't run away. We then went to the Cuddle Puddles room, where there was some more conversation and exploration of the room before Stoat cuddled up with Compton, and Reyna fell asleep away from them.
Adjacent.
But not... You weren't puddled, is the point.
Yeah.
We then proceeded to view some dreams. The dreams specifically that we paid Hort and Talus with for our lodging for the night. We saw Reyna catch a bird. We saw bits of Lernwick. We heard vague allusions to some kind of breach in this very protected region. And we also saw, if I read this correctly, the last time Reyna saw her mother. And then, I apologize if I got the order wrong. That's just me being bad. We then saw Compton's first boat ride with his father on the ship that he helped build. Then we saw Stoat on her first solo gathering trip, which ended with her being accosted, to put it lightly, by some big scary fucker. Brag's dream was not the dream that he paid with. He was brought into a spooky, quote-unquote, sea realm, in which he met Anfera, the Queen of the Court of Stars, and became her champion, among other things. He then shifted to everybody waking up. The Cuddle Puddle stole some books, furs, and then left. Craig, dealing with his new appearance, freaked out Deanne a little bit, but that came to a pleasant conclusion with Deanne leaving just in his shackles, no longer blinded or gagged. Everybody congregated magically in the clearing in front of a tree that bore no signs of the inn that they had spent the night in. And then after some shenanigans feeding horses apples, we departed. We came upon the remains of some kind of humanoid strewn about a number of trees, and understandably not wanting to investigate further, continued before we were accosted by a gigantic elemental bear that proceeded to absolutely kick our asses. We ran from that, and then over the course of the rest of our journey, Compton explained his Trevor situation while everybody else took time to recover. Just before we left, Arrow appeared. And he left. He left the forest, which is so cool. Crag did not. Crag is not allowed to leave the forest. So after a brief conversation with Arrow and being given the path necessary to allow him to leave the forest, Arrow left. And I believe we pick it up with that, right? Did I miss anything? I feel like I missed something.
Just the bear attack. That's about it.
And that bear fucked us up. That was rough.
Wasn't a good time. Bad time.
Also, Arrow's an Ashen Orc now, and he ate the guy what was strewn about the trees.
Some could say he was finger licking good.
That feels disrespectful to the dead, gotta say.
Ah! I didn't know him.
So, we find ourselves where we last left. Arrow, Darkfoot disappearing into the winds, leaving a shell, Crag. The rest of you back on the wagon, out in the open fields, just outside the woods. The pathway leading further towards your destination, but the woods still looming behind.
Are you handing that over to us?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So if I remember correctly, Crag had wandered back over towards the wagons to try to chase after Arrow, and you got catapulted back in, right?
No, I did not try and leave again. I walked
Arrow.
right up to the chain because I knew it was going to happen if I tried to leave.
Okay.
Darkfoot and Craig had a conversation by themselves by the chain.
Okay.
And then Arrow disappeared.
So when Crag had gotten catapulted in the first time, Compton had walked towards Crag, and then Crag got up and left. Compton started the walking back and forth thing. So he found, hopefully, he's going to look around this path. Is there like a stump or like a rock or something that I can effectively utilize as a chair? That's cute. That I can just like sit on?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So Compton's gonna just grab his pack and sling it over to the side and hunker down on a stump, a thing, a seat of sorts. And he's gonna start ruffling through it. And he's going to pull out a piece of parchment, and he's just going to start taking quick notes about the situation. Right? He's going to manifest his quill, and he's like, all right, so can't leave. That was weird. I'm going to have to fix that. And I'm just going to kind of hang out until Crag comes back to where he's sitting.
I think after the exchange you just had with Arrow, Crag is just kind of staring off into the distance. He will pick up that shell, just give it a once over.
And as you turn over the shell, and like the shadow, like one of the clouds come over and start to block out the sunlight, you see in the shade once again these letters of kind of like trickling in red start to crawl in under the backside of the shell. And it says, on the first tree you see along the path with red moss growing on the right side, just go around the tree 3 times counterclockwise and head in the direction of the bird's call.
He'll just kind of nod to himself and tuck that away. What are the folks at the wagon doing? I think that's where his eyes are drawn to next.
Raina had been sent away to the wagon. So I think that I would just be like, I don't think I would have gotten back in, but just stood there with my back against the wagon, kind of staring angrily off into the distance.
Stoat would be on the wagon still. As you approach, she'd probably be saying, "We have to go. Like Arrow's getting away. Like we have to go get him. Like we can't just let him just run around like that."
I think that it's more important that we get Craig out of there.
Stoat would soften up and probably nod her head and agree with you.
Looking back towards the tree line, has Craig come back into sight, or?
He's always been in sight.
Right.
So he was just at the chain, but as you see, Craig is slowly looking at the shell, approaching back towards the wagons.
What's Dan doing?
Dan is sitting there, still just sitting in the cart, very calm and relaxed, kind of looking around. Look on his face of confusion, but also seems to be processing everything, like looking in every direction at all of your faces and just sitting there pondering for a while. What do you all do?
And the wagon at this point, is it on? Which side of the chain is it on?
Because it depends on what you all did. If you guys pushed through or brought the wagon back, because you were over the chain, and that's when Craig got shot out of it. So if you brought it back past the chain, otherwise it would still be on the opposite side of the chain. So you'd be outside of the chain. Yeah. So Craig can't get towards you guys, but Arrow would have passed you and then faded as soon as you got past the wagon. So you'd all be sitting outside of the chain, opposite of it. Yes.
Right.
If Craig can see that they're talking, like he knows the continent's behind him, so he's gonna turn around and go say hello to his buddy. He's kind of a mess, yeah, but oh well. Oh, he told me I gotta go meet with a lady named Madame Martel, and I'm gonna do that through a fellow by the name of Fibbit. Yeah, it's fun. All these people got fucked up names. It's great. Sure. I mean, yeah, fuck it, might as well. I hadn't. Should I do that first? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. First, what Craig's going to do is he's going to bend down, and on his side of the chain, he's just going to touch it with his finger.
You touch the chain?
Yes.
As
Just
soon
very
as
lightly,
you-
not trying to push past it, just touching it.
Yeah, as soon as you just like touch the chain just with the tap of your finger, you feel like this almost shiver of energy kind of shimmer up your body and kind of like makes you tingle all over in a very discomforting feeling.
Well, I don't like that at all. Okay.
And because you have such a high passive perception, you see where you touch the chain, these almost symbols start to flash and appear for a little while. And as soon as you kind of pull back, they fade back into nothing.
Well, I think that the thing they would say about that is that it doesn't bode well. But fuck it, I guess. He is going to try and just casually walk over the chain.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw.
No. It's a 16.
16, yeah. So as you are walking through, you push through, and it feels like you're being crashed by a wave that's trying to push you back. And if you keep trying to push forward through it, all of a sudden it feels like a net is with this wave that has weights on it and then just wraps around you and pulls you back. At first you feel like you're going to get that arcane expulsion again, but you're able to just feel it and let it push you back through to the other side.
Okay, so this is an obtuse question, and I apologize. But like, when I guess the starting question would be, when I made that save mechanically, did I feel anything? Like, was there a trigger to that?
You felt like if you weren't as constitutional as you were, you would have been thrown back.
Okay, see that was the question I was about to ask. Was, does that feel like I can push it, or that I just didn't get fucked up?
You just didn't get like flung back like you did the first time you tried to go through. You were expecting it this time, so you were able to brace for it, and you got slid back like your feet are being pushed back through the dirt, but you weren't thrown like you were the first time.
And Craig will just stare down at the chain, look up at Compton. Okay, yeah, no, that feels like a bad, but like it's, yeah, that's more or less what I expected personally. Oh. So it's like, okay, I don't know if this is a thing you ever did, but you know those racks they got by the docks with the nets on them? And like if you're little, you can run right through them. Except that if there's a net there, you can't. It's like that. Okay, well, I think that, okay, so we haven't had a chance to talk about this, and it's seeming like, and he'll look back at the forest, it's seeming like we won't get to, and that's, you know, disappointing, but whatever. I got all kinds of magics now. Well, I don't know if it's all kinds. I got some magics now. But I think maybe if I just want to be over there, I can do that.
Well, that's up to Stowe. So would you have kept like going for a little bit, or would you have stopped almost immediately?
No, she's stopped, and actually at this point she's thinking about turning the horses around.
Yeah, so you would see the horse starting to like slowly turn around, probably no more than 10 feet away from you all.
Yeah, well, I think that if I had turned and seen you guys doing something over near the chain, I would have come back, started walking back over towards you.
Well, I mean, I don't. You don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, get a consensus, and I'm just gonna. While you're doing that, I'm gonna try something. What? As soon as his back is turned, I'm gonna try and Misty Step over the chain.
Okay. What does your Misty Step look like when you just?
I think that it is a lot of magic for practiced magic users is effortless. For Crag, it takes him immense focus to move those 10 feet. So he kind of takes a step back. He focuses hard on the point that he's going to end up in. He steps forward, trips over nothing, and falls flat on his face, but just before he hits the ground, he disappears.
As you like poof into this smoky, shimmering, like black mist cloud, kind of reminiscent to what like Nightcrawler looks like when he poofs away.
That is exactly what I thought.
You shoot forward, you can feel your energy being dispersed and pushed forward. But as you travel in that direction, you don't even know where you are because it feels like you're like traveling through this light tunnel. You just knew where your destination was, but to you, it just looks like you're kind of like going hyperspeed, right? But as you go and you know you haven't ended up in your destination, you see your hands, this energy, like bluish, purplish hue starts to go up your fingers. It looks like slowly, when someone puts alcohol and then lights it on fire and you see it slowly disperse, you see this like fiery energy start to disperse up your arms, through your body, going all the way through, and like a bug in a bug zapper, you see Craig apparate again on the barrier and boom, get shot back 60 feet. I need you to roll me 3d10.
Jesus Christ.
Bamf.
If you fucking died trying to leave the woods.
It's 12, so I assume that's damage. I am fine.
Yeah, you take points of force damage.
Wild. Wild.
I think having been walking towards the forest, I assume that I would have seen this.
Oh, and the whole thing, anybody who's near where this chain is, you just all of a sudden see as Craig apparates this almost like explosion of arcane energy in the area kind of shimmer out rapidly for a moment, and you can see whatever this field is appears for just a moment, kind of like ripples in the ocean spreading out from where he hit, and then it ripples back in. And Raina, you would see with your passive perception, like the chain where he hit moved slightly, and then when he hit force back, the chain swung back with it.
Oh, good. I think I'm going to I could see that Compton's about to come up and start talking to me, but I'm just gonna see that happen and run right past him and go to where Craig has landed. What the fuck just happened, Craig? Are you okay?
I think Craig is laying there. In my mind, he's lightly smoking. He's just laughing. Oh, holy shit, did you see that?
Yes.
Fuck,
Yeah, I saw that.
That is some big magic. I don't like that. That felt bad.
Yeah, here. She'll put out a hand to help you up.
Thank you. And he takes it. So that, you can tell Compton that don't work. I think he knows that didn't work. It's fine. I'm fine. I think I'm fine. You know what they say about internal bleeding? It's the silent killer. I should be fine.
Yes. Is that a thing people say? I'm not. Never heard that one, but
in my
I
experience, internal bleeding doesn't make a sound and it will kill you. So, I don't know. Compton was going to talk to y'all for something, so you should probably go. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
So when Compton was walking towards Raina and Raina ran past him, he looks over his shoulder and sees Crag on the ground, but then sees Raina going and he's like, that's fine. He just keeps going to Stoat. It's like, what's covered? This is fine.
Stoat would be, I'm sure that big sort of boom. She was never in the cart. She was walking the horses, and she's just making sure that they're not going to bolt or anything. Trying to calm them.
Yeah, easy enough. They're pretty used to you, Stoat, and you treat them very well. So with your commands, you're easily able to walk them around.
Hey, Stoat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start this conversation with something that I know is improper, but it's killing me inside not to say it. Craig can do big magics now, and oh my god, that's fucking exciting. But it felt like improper to say that to him. Or maybe the right word is insensitive. That's the right one. So I kept it in. Be proud of me. I didn't say it at the time, but holy hell, I got to ask him some questions. Long story short, he's stuck here. He can't leave, right? So he seems to have some information about being able to maybe get out if we find some woman. So my thought is we gonna do that, but I guess I'm not supposed to speak for everybody. So do you feel good about that, or do you want to just leave him here?
I don't want to leave him here, but that arrow, he's gonna hurt people.
Yeah. We're going to have a conversation at some point about you picking up every problem and then carrying it as if it was yours. Right? But that's we can't do both things. We can either go after Arrow or we can take care of our friend Craig. Just look at it as a choice like that.
I want to help Craig.
Okay. And then we go get Arrow, right? This, then that.
Can we at least tell Durant? Like, can we warn somebody? Is there anyone that we can tell?
Yeah. Yes. 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 I think the answer is yes.
Okay.
Look, okay. Let's all congregate. Let's not take the wagon into the woods yet, right? But let's congregate. Let's get over there. Let's have this conversation together. And I'm gonna peek back into the back. Is Deanne still just chilling?
Yep. You see Deanne now actually has taken a little bit of a cup. And when he sees you, like he's holding one of the little cups of whiskey, kind of looking at you.
Yeah, no. There's a good opportunity to drink. Get it. I'm not even mad.
He'll start sipping it.
A barrel has like 270 something bottles in it, so please have at it.
You all seemed rather distracted. Yeah.
Oh, but see, when you say it like that, it feels as if you're trying to take advantage.
No. I talked to the Craig guy, and me and him have an understanding. If I don't try to escape, I get treated nicely. So I just saw an opportunity and thought I'd have a small snip. You know, very stressful day.
So everything that you said made me a little bit uneasy, but then you started it with the Craig, and I kind of like the way that sounds. So forgiven. That works. I'm going to start calling him the Craig too. And when he gets mad, we can call him the aggro Craig, and that'll be even better. So here's my thought. Deanne, you want to get out of the wagon, and you can keep the cup, but you can come and walk with me, and then we're all going to go have a conversation.
Is this a request or is this an order? Just so I know where we're at on this.
You know, it's a request. Hey, Stoat, you'll stab him if he runs, right?
A dagger slips out from her sleeve. Yep.
Yeah,
it's an order with implication. Got it. And he stands up and he just steps off the back of the wagon with the cup and just walks.
Cool. I like this. All right. So we could just leave the horses here. Let's go over to where Raina and Craig is at.
Hey, I'd probably recommend tying up the horses somewhere. That was me, but you know, you do you, and he just keeps walking towards Craig.
This motherfucker. Do we need to tie up the horses? I don't know how these animals work. Stoke.
I mean, it's probably for the best. We don't want to get stranded out here. We're gonna need them if we're going back in there.
Okay, fine. Can I help you tie up these horses so we can do it quick?
Shouldn't take me long.
Okay.
Is there a tree nearby that's not the forest?
Yeah, easy. There's little spatterings of trees that don't match, like the way the trees in the forest look. Easy enough to tie them up. No problem.
Stoke ties them up, but she also leaves some food for them because they've just ran.
They're eating the grass and the food and everything like that. Just grazing while you all do what you're doing.
I think as you come back in the forest, Arena is trying to brush the dirt off of Craig's shirt, like back, I guess.
Did y'all see he just gestures towards the chain? It was something, wasn't it?
I regret to inform you that I missed it, but it sounds like it was cool. I just seen that you was on the ground, so.
It was great. Miss Raina here picked me up. Thank you for that. He turns around to try and look at her.
Of course. It was quite a flight that you took.
I was wanting to fly.
Well, wish granted.
All right. Where's the sun in the sky right now?
Just a little bit past midday.
Stoke, you got words. I seen it. Go for it.
We're gonna try and get you out, Craig.
Well, yeah, of course we are. Was that a question?
And then can we contact, can we get Durant? Can we get someone to know? Can we tell anybody what's happening?
So, yeah, when I didn't answer you before, here's my thought about it. You remember when we told Durant about and Compton gestures towards Deanne? That whole thing happening up in Crane. You remember that? He didn't care, right? He's a focused man. He's not gonna care about Arrow. We could tell him, but it's just I can't. If you're hoping that he's gonna do something, I'm worried you're gonna be let down.
Well, can't we directly ask him, like, hey, can you tell some sort of authority figure to keep an eye out for this crazed fool?
Oh, sure. Again, I can't guarantee he gonna do nothing about it, but look, I'm willing to say whatever y'all want.
I mean, I think at this point, the worst he can say is no, right?
I mean, I think the worst he could do is say yes and then not do it, right? Because that's actually, anyways.
The worst he can mean is no.
Yeah.
The worst he could do actually is start asking questions.
That is also true. Okay, so let's top of the list. Telling Durant is not top of the list problem. Top of the list problem is our good friend, and he's just gonna clap Deanne on the back. Deanne here. Hey, buddy. Hi. We're going back in these woods, right?
All right. Best of luck to you.
No. You're coming too. When I said we, I included you. It wasn't like a us without you. It was an us with you.
Is this? I just like to know. Is this a request type thing again, or request with implications, or just like an order?
You're coming with us.
Yeah, no, so here's the thing. I'm starting to realize maybe you just haven't had an opportunity to make choices for yourself, and that's really sad. Here's my thought, though, and it's got to be a collective with my friends here. You're not in a good position, right? We kind of caught you doing a bunch of bad. But that don't mean that you can't be different, right? And this is a great opportunity to show us that you can be different. Maybe you can do some good too. So, what if, and hear me out on this, you come into these woods with us, And after we get in a good bit, so that you don't feel safe enough to try to get out on your own, we give you back your weapons and unbind you. And we treat you as an equal, and you help us in this endeavor. And then we get the fuck out of here, right? And then when we get out of here, maybe we can either, I mean, there's a variety of ways to handle this situation, but we can either maybe talk to the Bordanians and convince them that there's an alternative means of managing your situation. Or if that's, if people have better knowledge than me, we can not tell them anything. And then you can just be part of our retinue for an extended period of time where you do good instead of bad. But under our care. You know what I mean?
Roll me a persuasion roll.
Oh, shit. Y'all, I'm going to be rolling dice. Oh, should I use a real one? +7. I got a dice in my hand. Persuasion? 17 + 7. That's what, 24?
Jesus.
Looks at you for a while. All right. Okay. So just so I make sure I fully understand the situation currently, you'd all like me to aid you with helping the Crag escape these woods, right?
Yes.
It is just Craig.
No,
It's not a title or anything. I don't have any titles that I hold or nothing. And even if I did, I'd prefer that you not use them.
But it's so good. The Craig, it sounds official. Look at you.
All right, Mr. Stone Tusk.
Nope, it is Craig. Mr. Stone Tusk was my father.
Here comes the Crag. Don't you like that?
That sounds so good.
No, I would prefer not to be announced at all. I think, and he gestures to himself head to toe, I kind of announce myself. I don't need help. I prefer. My point is, no more the Crag. Crag is fine. In fact, it's not that Crag is fine. It is that Crag is the only thing you're going to call me.
All right, Crag. That's fine.
But also, just so everybody knows what we're getting into here, Bordanians are not going to be okay with this. So the only real option we have going forward is to not tell them anything, if that is what we're going to do.
Well, that's all something you're gonna have to deal with. But here's the thing: the sweet words and everything you're all saying to me, love it. Sounds real good, redemption, all that stuff, real nice. But here's the thing: I'd love to aid you with getting Craig out of these woods, but as the things I've seen already in these woods, seems the risk of me is quite high. So, as with most things, when I put my neck on the line, and as a shine of good faith that you are all looking out for the best at me and redemption and all these things that the sweet words you're giving me, I would like to then offer my services, as I've done in the past, of your employee. So, standard mercenary rate, 4 gold pieces a day. And that's a deal. Normally it's 9 with someone of my skill.
I swear to God, I'd set you on fire if I was a worse man. You want me to pay you on top of us giving you your freedom? I want to make sure I'm fucking hearing this. Yeah, you're coming with us regardless, right? I'm offering
100%.
No. See, you're saying that as if you were like, what's the right word? As if you have a vote. Now you can either come in.
I don't have a.
Just hear me. I know, right? You can either come in, trussed up and without a weapon, and just kind of figure that out, or we can trust you enough to give you a weapon and then a little bit of walk around room. And then the payment would be your freedom. And I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, let me caveat that. Freedom with supervision of sorts.
Well, that's where, like I said, your words are sweet. It's the caveat at the end. And the idea that if I help you and you'd let me walk scot-free, I'd help you no problem whatsoever. 100% along the line. Put my life on the line to help you get Craig. The caveat is where it's sweet words at that point. Because at the end of the day, I'm still under your supervision. So, I'm going to be working... Yes?
So, what you're saying is you would help us here in the forest if at the end we said you could just leave.
100%.
Okay.
Leave.
And you help us here in the forest for free, and then after we will consider employing you.
Just so I understand correctly, do I still get to walk away free if I choose not to be under your employ?
That's not up to me by myself.
Well, then I don't know why you're offering me things that you can't make up.
Look, we're workshopping this, right? We're this is a collective group. We're not.
Here's the thing. How about I make this then? Give me the 4 gold pieces. If at the end of the day, we get out of this woods and you let me just walk away, you have the 4 gold pieces back. No problem, no way. If I keep traveling along and you put me back in shackles, I got 4 gold pieces.
The entire time this conversation has been going, Crack has been digging through his backpack because he doesn't remember the fuck he put his coin purse. As soon as he finds it, he just pulls out 8 gold and holds it out to the end. There.
Told you I like Craig.
That's just because he don't want to deal with it. It ain't because he like you necessarily. He's just tired.
Well, you know what they say about money. It can be exchanged for goods and services.
It can be exchanged for goods and services, but also... Jesus Christ, you're going... Okay.
Listen, like I said, sounds good to me.
Like I said, I like you. Don't need the 8. Only 4. Do it.
Well, I don't know how long this is going to take, so you hold on to it. Give me back the change when we're done.
All right. Sounds good. Now, back to the next thing. What weapons can I have? Keen on my scimitar, of course. He looks at the ornate dagger that Stout has. I'd really like that one back. But I'm not going to fight you on which ones you're going to give me. But I do need a weapon. Now, if I have both my dagger and my scimitar back, I'm extra efficient. If I only have one, kind of hindered a little bit.
Let's not worry about that part yet, right? Like that detail, that minutia, we can get to. Let's figure out our plan of attack. So it's dark. It's starting to get dark in these woods, right? Wasn't it like cresting nightfall?
When you're in the woods, yes.
Okay, we've got to figure out what we're doing for the night, because I'm going to tell you, we don't want to start this venture off when it's dark, right? I mean, are we coming? Could we maybe rest up outside against the chain with Craig inside and then do this in the day? Or how do we feel about that?
Just to clarify really quick, it's nighttime right now inside the forest, or becoming nighttime?
It was becoming nighttime when you were last in the forest. So anyone wants to walk back in the forest, they can do whatever they want.
So
in the forest?
In the forest?
You guys are outside.
Yeah, we're like at the chain having that conversation across it. But in the forest,
I'm in the forest. Is it what does this look like for me, Grum?
Okay. I need to know where everybody is, because from what I was understanding, you all are like on the outskirts of where the tree line is. Just like slightly on the outskirts. Like, are you guys in the plains or are you inside the tree line?
There's a chain.
No. So yes, chain far off in the travel, probably 100 feet from the woods, right?
Okay,
then there's the field that leads from the chain up to the woods. Then there is like the pathway that goes through the arc of the trees, and then there's the trees on the inside.
My assumption is we're at the chain because Craig can't come out of it.
So from where I'm at in the chain, it is daytime.
If you are not within the tree line, it is daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, there's space between the chain and the trees.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
that's why you guys all got your hopes up, because you were traveling for a little bit past the tree line, and then you hit the chain. It was just like when you were entering on the opposite side, there was that gap from where the chain starts and the forest starts.
So really, we can all be inside the chain then.
Yeah, 100%. I think that it's best if we camp outside of the forest, but within the chain, so that we can all be together.
Yeah, agreed.
And then go into the forest. The thing is, we don't know when it's going to be morning in the forest. We could wake up morning here, and it would be the middle of the night at the forest.
Well, I could be in the forest.
Okay, let's that piece is. How are we deciding it's a good idea for us to rest up before we do this? We want to do this in the daytime, quote unquote, in the woods, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start there. We want to be daytime in the woods first. Second, we can't take this cart with us because we're not sticking to the path. So we're gonna have to find
Yeah,
we're gonna have to find a place to tuck the cart, but we got to take the horses because we can't leave the horses. But at least with the horses off the cart, we can lead them through brush and whatnot. So we need to hide the cart, even though all it's got is the whiskey. We got to hide it. Hold on.
Yeah, I think we can probably find a place to hide the cart within the chain and outside of the forest, and then bring the horses in.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
We can cut down some branches and maybe make it a little more concealed.
I don't know if this kind of forest you want to be hacking at.
it is a good
Didn't
point.
Arrow talk to one of the trees?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
but
not.
that man was talking to everything.
Yeah,
And everything was responding to him. So
Yeah, let's not piss off the woods. I think that if we just go off the track enough and tuck it up, it'll probably be all right. Right? Like,
Sure.
should be fine.
okay, so we're going to hide the wagon. We're going to wait to daytime. Deanne's coming with us as an employee with his weapons. Right?
You gotta give him his weapons.
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. This is my last thing, and this is so important. I wasn't here for the problems before, but I had seen them happen. And look, this is going to save me just as much as y'all, because I see something nice, I'm going to want it. I do think we should just be all tied up in a line.
You want to tie us all together
Yeah.
like we're
Like
cave diving?
like a chain gang of sorts. I mean, it's not ideal if something like let's say bear come back. That's not the best because we're kind of stuck. But the thing is somebody sees something out in the woods and they just take off for some reason. They ain't getting far.
Why don't we just keep watch?
Yeah, and how about nobody goes off into the woods for some reason?
Well, okay, but we said that, or I didn't say it. Trevor said it. I heard Trevor say it, and then Stoke took off into the fucking woods. And then y'all met Arrow.
We did have to go get the horse.
I get.
Which
See how
brings
we
me
can we can justify damn near anything, right?
Well, but it does bring me to the maybe bringing the horses with us is kind of a what do they call those liaisons? Liability.
That's the word. Yeah, liaison something different. What do you want to do? Just set them free? We leave them in the finna die.
Just do what we do with the cart. Tie them to a tree. Give them food. Make sure they got water. Crack open one of them barrels with the water in it. They'll be fine.
But there's like wolves here.
They're
Go ahead,
resilient
Deanne.
creatures.
Deanne wants to
There's
say, what's
bears
up?
in the forest.
Well, I was just going to say, if it was me who was going to do something like this, if we walk them maybe 100, 200 feet on the outskirts of the woods and tie them off far off the path where no one can see them, at least they're not in the woods and no one's going to steal them. That's just me.
I'm not worried about them getting stolen.
Oh, we do got to worry about folks. Greatest monster of all. You know that.
It's a travel path. People see horses in a carriage and a big
Well, no.
barrel
What
of
I
whiskey.
meant,
I'd steal it.
no, what I meant was the plan was to take this off the path in the first place. That was already accounted for. I'm more worried about the wildlife because we took them off, we tie them up, some hungry come up. I mean, we just serving them up.
Well, why don't we find some trees on the opposite side of the chain?
Why don't you tell us what you know about the forest, Ian?
I don't know nothing about this forest. Never traveled anywhere near it.
Have you
I
heard
took the
of it?
trade path coming down this route.
I think that the trouble with leaving them tied up to a tree is just kind of like we're attaching that trouble to ourselves if we're taking them with us. Because if the just for an example, the bear comes up and wants to eat one of our horses, at least we aren't near the horses.
We can move quieter if it's just us two.
I think you underestimate my ability to move quiet. Or overestimate? I think, yeah, that's the right one. I'm not okay,
I
fine.
think we leave the horses, and if something happens, it's circle of life.
You just don't like the horses, Raina, and I get it. Okay, we're going to leave the horses. We're going to leave the wagon. We're going to tuck them up over there. We're going to rest up so that it is daytime in the woods. We're going to go in the woods, and I'm telling you, I would like to travel in some capacity together because there's always going to be a reason for somebody to run off.
We can figure all that out. I think for right now, the thing we're all agreed on is we're gonna rest.
Yeah.
So let's start doing that.
Okay.
It feels weird to make camp in the middle of the day, but you know.
But it's the night. It's getting to the nighttime in there. If we rest up a little, we can keep an eye on what the day cycle is like in the forest.
Well, hold on a second. It's about midday right now out here, a little bit past. And it took us about all day inside to get from there to here.
We don't know how the time worked.
Okay.
I think if I just go sit in the forest and pay attention to how the sky looks, it should be fine. I could just tell y'all what's happening.
Can
Question. During this whole time, has Craig been disappearing at all?
You guys are once again in the clearing, right? You're not in the trees.
Yeah, I don't think there have been any shadows for that to happen.
No.
Okay.
There are probably points where like the cloud passes over and like a little bit of shade starts to go. And though his form doesn't completely disappear, you see it kind of becomes
But I figure because I'm stuck here, I'm one of the folks now, so I think I should be fine, really. And if I'm not, I'm just gonna be inside the tree line, so I can run. Shit, you know I can run.
Craig, did you know that you were on the cart? There were part times where you could disappear while you were sleeping.
Yeah, well, when I'm asleep, I can't really engage in conversation, so I just kind of fade into the background.
No. Like, I couldn't see you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know what to make of that. Man, I got all kinds of weird shit going on.
What? Stoat's just staring at your arms.
Yeah.
I'm going to look around. Is there anywhere where it's like a pocket of trees? There's some shade cover. Like, not directly on the path, obviously, but maybe a little to the sides.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
That's cute. Let's see. 9 minus 1, 8.
From where you are and like try and process everything, you don't notice anything like a pocket of trees and like that where you're standing.
I guess we could just like sleep under the wagon because it's shady enough. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to close my eyes and fall asleep right out here in the sun. I need to get me a hat, y'all. That way I can just like put it over my, just cover my eyes a bit.
Is there anywhere, is there a place where if Craig is going to be under the tree line where we could have line of sight on him while we rest?
As you're looking into the woods right now, yeah, as long as it doesn't go too far into the woods, it seems like you should be able to see him.
All right, well, let's try this out. Let's try to find a spot where, Craig, you'll feel well sheltered enough. And it'll be a comfortable place for us as well.
Yeah, sure. I've just been informed that I can disappear, so I think that just about anywhere works.
You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's find out where we're gonna tuck off these horses in the wagon, and then we can just sleep there, or wait. Because I mean, for all we know, it's gonna be 15 minutes, right? And then we can just get in there. So let's set out to hide in this first.
Okay.
Okay. Who's good at figuring this shit out? How do we hide a horse?
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
if you was looking to steal horses, where would you not look? I'm sorry, this feels a little bit like
No, it's
profiling?
fine. You know what? Profiling is only wrong when it's not right. So what I would do is just make it so if someone who's just traveling on the path isn't going to be looking to steal a horse, they're just travel through the woods. I would assume travel on the path. As long as it's out of the sight line, not many people are going to go looking for horses.
Yeah, because they're not going to assume they're there. That makes sense.
If you
Alright,
walk into a bookstore, right? If someone hit a statue, you're looking for a book. You wouldn't look for a statue.
Plain sight. I see what you're saying.
Let's go around a little bit then into the field and try to find a good spot for them.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
As you take your time, walk a bit off the path. As you guys walk, you find there's a couple places that you can find that would be a perfect setup for a camp and being able to tuck away the horses.
As we're doing that,
Mhm.
Crag is going to try and get up to Stoat and hopefully away from everybody else.
At some point, Stoke probably actually would try to chisel at the chain, by the way.
There isn't a comfortable way for me to ask this question, so I'm just going to ask it. Are you okay with this? And he gestures to his arm.
It
I don't
looks
want to make you
different.
uncomfortable.
No, it's. Is it pulsing? Is there anything weird with it right now? Is it seem active?
Just a slight shimmer to it, kind of like a haze between white and blue. Just ever so often.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
She grabs it and she just starts running.
Roll wisdom weighted saving throw. Just kidding.
Stoat tracker.
It looks. I've seen something similar.
Yeah, I know.
Is this something all orcs have? Or is it just... She's looking at you.
It isn't, right? Because I'm trying to think. I don't think Crag has the proper experience to know that.
You wouldn't know.
I don't think Stoat would either.
But
As far as you know, Craig, you have it. Your father has it. Your sisters do not.
Jack does, but the other two don't.
Yes, and hers was minimal.
Yeah. But he would have. Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. It runs in the family. I know that. I also know that it's not good. So, yeah.
And that, that hunger we talked about, that isn't,
Not right now. No.
not at all today.
I mean, I'm a little hungry right now, but it's just I want to eat a food. I don't want to bite a fella or anything. It's I realized I ate a little bit this morning and just not anything else today, which isn't good. You shouldn't do that. You gotta eat regularly.
Stoat from the bag and her shirt there, she pulls out the box that has a couple pastries left. There's some Cinnabons.
Oh, hell yeah. Just
Passes you the whole box.
He just takes one hand's box back. But I think that it's important to just say it out loud, right? Because I have lied to you, and I feel bad about that. I lied to all of you. I don't feel so bad about the other ones because, they don't care as much, but you do. I'm sorry about that, but I just hope that you understand why I would.
And that's why you were asking for forgiveness?
Yeah.
When you were... She's scowling at you, but it's like she just doesn't want to. she just doesn't want to believe that you would lie like that. So, do you know how this affects Darkfoot?
Well, based on our conversations, it seems like it makes him hungry, and he doesn't have the good sense to not kind of go with it.
And she's looking you up and down your more elvish features, and what are you now?
Well, what I've heard tossed around is half orc, half elf. More specifically, I've heard the word shadow elf is a thing. I don't know what that is, but Compton said it. He's smart. So I guess more specifically, I would be half shadow elf, half, ashen orc, I guess.
That's weird.
Yeah, sure is.
You don't want to stay here, do you? Like you're not feeling compelled to stay in a forest?
No, certainly not feeling compelled to. I mean, it's one of those things where if I had to, I would, but I'd rather not if it can be avoided.
Well, we're gonna get you out. Just like tinging at the chain.
I'm thankful for that. Hey, be careful. Don't probably, because it makes me feel bad when I touch it. So I don't think maybe. Appreciate it though.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid magic.
I tend to agree.
Just causes problems.
With this one, yeah. I mean, it fixes more problems than it causes, right?
Not that I've seen. Are we gonna stay? You want us to sleep close to you tonight?
You don't have to. Like I said, I can run away if I need to. It's okay.
You were disappearing.
Yeah, I don't. It's not that I don't believe you. It's just that I don't know how that works. I didn't see it. I was sleeping.
Is there any light that can she cast any shadows on you?
If
Like
you
she's
get
just
near
sort
the
of-
tree line, it's easy enough.
No,
Like or if you try and cast your own shadow and he stands in it, you can also do that.
she kind of just rubs, like, not trying necessarily to put a shadow over it, but she just puts her hand over top of yours, or like arm, waving it above your arm. I don't know how you did it. It's kind of. Hope it helps you.
I hope so too.
And yeah, I don't really like this. She points at all the stuff on your arm, because I've seen what people do with whatever it is that is. Because I don't know.
So,
Felt like it made magic.
well, I can tell you that I don't think this has anything to do with my magic.
Oh,
But if it would make you feel more comfortable, I can. I mean, I can't cover them up now, but when we get into
No.
town, I can.
you don't need to cover it up. Just you ask the question, and I'll tell you it. I've
Okay.
seen it hurt people.
Well, I think that you know that ain't the same thing. You seen people hurt people. Ain't nothing on nobody's skin hurting nobody.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. I've seen you do a lot more good than hurting people.
I hope that I can keep doing good.
Okay. I'm gonna go cuddle the others because I like doing that now.
Alright, yeah, good talk.
See, now if it was me, I'd take some of these thorn bushes and I'd put them near where the horses are. That way, if someone's looking for the horses, really, they'd kind of be stopped by the thorn bush and maybe the horses won't go through them, but that's just...
Like all the way around to them?
No, just, see where the trees are here, we kind of create a little, barrier. But, you're in charge here, I'm just a paid employee.
I mean, I am not the authority on the horses. I think we should just kind of let them do whatever. And if they get into trouble, that's on them. But I know that these guys don't agree with me. So let's just see what Stowe thinks about that.
Stoat's walking up, I'm guessing.
Yeah. You've all been walking together, you two have just been walking off a little bit further.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to start setting up the other aspects of the camp, not involving the horses.
All right.
We need a fire. We cooking anything? Or I think probably not having a fire is better, right? We don't want folks to know where this camp is. They might look for it. Is that smart? I don't know how this works.
No, you don't want any visible smoke if you're trying to get people to not notice that you're there.
Yeah, no smoke. Yeah. All right.
Can we have a fire still and just,
Well, I mean, it's daytime, right? Do we need it? I mean, I'll build you a stove. You want a fire? I'll make it big.
No.
Okay.
You're right.
Can we? I'm not gonna lie to you. I just won't be done with this because the waiting is the hard part, right? So maybe can I just if we're all set up here at the end, we paid you money. You're not gonna leave.
I was just gonna sleep in the canopied wagon, just relax.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. Who gonna watch Deanne when he's sleeping? Can we just chain him to the wagon? That's not right. Never mind. Deanne, if you leave, how about we just have it like this? If you leave and I was ever to find you again,
But yes, you're gonna kill me, right?
No, it'll be worse than that, right? Like you'll be wishing you was dead, but then you just can't die. And then you're oh man, this is terrible. And I should have just listened to Compton and stayed there.
It is the worst. You're gonna make me wish I was dead.
Yeah. Is that that's the faster way to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, yeah. I'm not even gonna do that. It's just not gonna be good. I don't want to do that, man. I'm a good guy.
Oh, that's fine.
And you seem all right.
Real scary. I never heard that one before in my life whatsoever. I'm gonna go lay down in the wagon.
I'll watch him.
You seem like okay. That sounds good. Can I sleep? It's the wagon. The wagon's high off the ground, right? Big old wheels. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It has a canopy on top of the wagon. Everything like that.
Can I sleep under it?
Good.
Okay, I got a thing I gotta try to do. I'm gonna go lay down and hopefully get some shut eye. Craig, you got a signal or something? You gonna throw a rock at us? You gonna come up kick the wagon when it's daytime in there or what?
Yeah, no, you'll hear me.
Okay, all right. If it's okay, Miss Rainey, you need anything before I go lay down?
I'm okay. What are you doing?
What? Sleeping?
Well, you said you had to do a thing,
Yeah.
and that was sleeping.
It was studying the back of my eyelids.
Right. Well, good luck, I guess.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go lay down then, and Compton's just gonna awkwardly like do that like kind of turn back a little bit, then turn, and then yeah, and then go away and lay under the fucking wagon.
Yeah. Dan goes in the back of the wagon, lays down. You see Compton roll underneath the wagon, laying down.
Stoke goes into the wagon with Jan.
I'm gonna go over to Craig. And Craig, are you gonna be okay in there by yourself? Do you want me to come with you?
I'll be fine. I can run. I think I told everybody that by this point.
Yeah, I know.
And he's going to look to the wagon and yell, "Hey, Dan, buddy."
You might be sleeping already.
Well, hey, in case you're sleeping or if you aren't, I don't know. I can run, so don't worry about me. Now I've told everybody. I'll be fine, is what I'm saying. I'm so
Yeah, I know
I'm
you'll
so
be fine,
glad.
but don't you want to rest a little bit? And
I've been told that I can disappear, so like I'll be fine. They can't eat what they can't see. I don't think they shouldn't be able to.
I think they probably could still eat you, but they'd have to get you first, and so they can't get you to eat you.
Can't get what they can't see.
Yeah. But they probably still could like physically consume you, I think.
But at that point, it'd be an accident. I can't be mad about an accident.
That's true. Okay, well, be careful.
Fine.
Do you think that you have to like, so I don't have to sleep, right? Like I just kind of meditate. Do you think, is that something that you're going to do now?
I don't know. Jeez, I ain't even thought about that. I don't know. I guess I'll kind of figure it out. I'll let you know when I figured it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like my grandma told me when I was growing up, sometimes your body goes through changes and you got to figure that shit out by yourself.
Raina, your grandma shouldn't have told you that. I'm sorry.
Well, I did, right? It like gives you a better understanding of yourself if someone doesn't tell you how you are.
Yeah, but you like their support. I have a support structure. Like I can go talk to Queen Anne Farah. Maybe I actually don't know how that works now that I say it out loud. But like if I see her again, I can ask her like, "What the fuck?" And she might have an answer for me, or she might not. I don't know. But like having people you can go to is real important, even if you don't go to them.
I guess.
What I'm saying is that your grandma sounds bad just all around.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like, she wasn't like the greatest, but I turned out all right. Right?
You did, but I don't think that's because of. I think that's in spite of.
Well, if I need someone to go to, I know I have all of you, right?
It's a great way to look at it. Yes, you do.
Well, just, I don't know, start screaming or something if you...
You'll hear me, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good talk. He's just gonna start walking into the forest.
I guess I'm going to crawl under this wagon. Because I don't want to sleep with Deanne.
As you all lay down, getting ready for rest. Dan looks over. So, you don't want to like. I don't want to. I just have to. You people like talk about snuggle puddles. You don't want a snuggle puddle, right? Like I can just sleep by myself and you sleep on that side. Like we're good that way. If you want a snuggle puddle, I'll snuggle puddle.
You're not allowed to be part of the snuggle puddle.
That's fine. I wasn't hired for that. That's an extra fee. I'm gonna roll over now.
But wait, hey. And she's coming up closer to kind of like she doesn't really want everyone to hear, even though they're right under the thing.
All right, we're doing a snuggle puddle. Okay, got it.
Listen, you said I talk about giving you your weapons back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this the other night in the bar?
Yeah. When we're talking about my dagger and my stuff and teaching you how to use it.
Are you still gonna teach me?
Best way to learn is watch. Give me my dagger back, and I'll show you how to use it real
I didn't really hear that. I'm so sorry. It cut out a bit.
good. Hey. And if you give me my dagger, like the best way of learning is by seeing. So if you give me my dagger back, I'll show you how to use it real.
No offense, Dan, but I'm not gonna give you your dagger back. At least not until we're in the forest.
No, if you just give it, like right now we seem to be okay, but I would really like it once we get back.
She pulls it out. Because he's still tied up, isn't he?
Nope.
Oh, fuck. She doesn't pull it out. That's a lie. Well.
Sorry, get some rest. We'll talk about that later.
And I think Stoat would start by not sleeping near him and then slowly gravitate to the warmest thing, which would probably be him.
Yeah. And you see the way he sleeps. He sleeps like in the corner of the wagon with his back pressed up against it, so he can always see everything around him as he sleeps.
And she's probably curled up next to a leg or something.
Mm-hmm. All right, Craig.
Eh.
You go further into the woods, right? How far into the tree line do you go?
I would say, because he knows this innately, maybe like 30 feet into the woods.
Going 30 feet into the woods. As you enter into the woods where you are right now, you can still see like the plains on the outside where you are currently.
And when I look up at the sky,
Right now, the sun from the plains is still shining in where you are.
oh well, that's not great. He's gonna keep going until it gets dark again.
Yeah, so about 100 feet into the woods. You see now it is the middle of the night.
Okay. So he's going to find the most comfortable tree he can find,
Mhm.
and just take a seat under it. Make sure he's not like disturbing anything. Like he's scared of the things in this place, kind of. So toads, bugs, he wants none of them anywhere near him.
Okay. Easy enough.
He's going to take a seat, stare at his hands, and do his best to focus and make himself disappear.
You sit perfectly still.
Yes.
You start to see as your body starts to fade into the shadow of the tree as the darkness has overtaken most of your surroundings. Even once in a while, you see a creature a little bit further away from you, walks up, and then just past where you are. You seem to be going unnoticed currently.
Right. I think because he is tired and getting shot away from the chain did kind of kick the shit out of him, he is going to lean his head back against the tree and try and get a little bit of rest.
And as you sit there, kind of close your eyes and go into what you would normally see as a sleeping state, all of a sudden your mind becomes clear again. Your body feeling a little more rested. And you find yourself standing up. Kind of everything, kind of faded form of it. Everything here kind of now like a bluish, grayish white of your surroundings all around. And as you turn around and look down, you see your body sitting there still, leaned up against the tree.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I don't see why not. He's going to take this opportunity to like look himself over and like fully take in like, Jesus Christ, I look like a monster man. But after that, I think he's gonna like, because in his mind, he doesn't know what this is, but he knows that his body is safe. So he's gonna start walking deeper into the forest.
Yeah. You notice that there's things that move off of your peripheral. Everything is kind of wispy, shifting forms that you don't quite understand, little sparkling lights everywhere. And as you get about 60 feet away from where you are, you find yourself going through like a deep fog, and you end up right back where you're at.
Okay. Yeah. I can only wander so far. That's good. I don't know what to do with this. And he's gonna look up at the sky. I'm just gonna sit here, I guess. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to do. And he's going to sit exactly as his body is sitting right across from himself.
Mm-hmm. So after about 4 hours, your main body will awaken. Your mental mind have been awakened the entire time. But you wake up, your body is rested, your mind kind of recovered. And it's still nighttime, but you can tell that day is going to be approaching probably within that.
Okay, good. With that, he would leave the forest quickly.
Okay. So you left as soon as you woke up?
As soon as he woke up and like got a sense of like, okay, morning is approaching. Let's go.
Okay. You come out of the woods. You know where everybody is, so you can see Raina and Compton sleeping under the wagon.
Is that a full rest?
For you, yeah.
Oh, sick. I think
When you come back out, you look up at the sky again. Sun hasn't moved very much.
Okay. Oh man, that's ooh. If he like looks like pokes his head into the wagon, looks under the wagon, is everybody asleep?
If everybody went to sleep, then everybody would be asleep.
Yeah, I think knowing that he is just gonna sit like on the ground in front of the back of the wagon and just wait for anybody else to get up. It's like he doesn't want to. He understands that it's been about 4 hours that he was in the forest, but looking at the sky out here, he doesn't know what to make of that, and he doesn't want to wake anybody up if they've just fallen asleep.
All right. And if you don't interrupt anybody, after about 3 more hours, Raina, you would be awake. You're with your full rest.
Okay. I think that I just kind of continue resting for a little while, assuming that everyone else is still asleep, because that's normally how it works. And just like, unless Crag makes a noise, just stay kind of tucked in.
Yeah.
Does she stir at all?
Probably, like, if you were listening, like the steady, sleep rhythm of her breathing got interrupted.
I think he's very quietly like leaning in closer to beneath the wagon. Hey, Miss Raina, you up?
Craig? Yeah, I thought you were gonna sleep in the forest.
Well, I did, and it's just about morning time in there. Well, it was just about morning time like 3 hours ago.
Oh. Okay, so I guess should we... I don't want to... These guys still have to sleep a little bit longer to not be tired.
Whatever you want to do, I'll just let you know that it's okay in there, and also my sleep is weird now.
It's weird how?
I saw myself. I think I was a ghost.
Oh, no, you weren't a ghost. That would mean you were dead. And now you're still here. Sometimes you can do that kind of like a out-of-body walkabout.
Yeah, but I had to like just kind of sit and stare at myself while I was sleeping, and that was weird.
Wait, your real self? Like you saw your real body?
Yeah, I was out. That's what made me think I was a fucking ghost.
That's crazy. Yeah, usually when I go to, like, when I sleep, it's just kind of like, I can, like, control the dream. So I just kind of use it to, like, think about stuff that's happened through the day. I've never seen my body like that.
Yeah, I look kind of fucked up. So, like, I get why y'all were like, oh, no, Monster Man. I get it.
No, I don't think you look like a monster man.
I look more like a Monster Man than I did.
You'll get used to it.
I fucking hope so, because I think I'm stuck like this. I know, I like it. It's weird, but I like it.
Here to be different. Okay, I think now I'm just gonna like turn and tap Compton lightly on the shoulder.
Compton was going to do a thing when he was falling asleep. Can I do a thing before I get woken up, or can I not do a thing?
Yeah, you can do your thing.
Okay. So it was a little bit of time before Raina jumped under the wagon, right? Or was it like real close after Compton?
I don't know. It was like probably 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, cool. Dope. So Compton climbs under the wagon and he closes his eyes and he starts thinking really hard about that fucked up space that he created inside his brain. He's like, come on, Compton. We can, it's fine. We can go back. It's fine. And he's talking to himself low, but under the wagon. So if Deanne's above me, he could probably, I don't know, that's up to you. He might hear Compton talking to himself a little bit, at least in a muffled sense. And you're going to be like, all right. And he's going to walk through the darkness of his mind and approach the construct that he's built inside it. And he's going to walk up to it and he's going to put his hand on, one of the exterior faces of it and just kind of push himself through it so that he's inside. And he'll look around and see exactly what he saw when he was in there last time, not of his own free will. And it's all dark. It's just dark. At this point, there's no mirrors, right? Is that what you said?
Yep, no mirrors.
Okay. And he's going to walk until he sees Trevor. Like as soon as he comes into like a visible range. So however long that takes, does that take him long?
It would take you a while to find him. You would hear him before you would see him, as you hear a knocking on stone every so often in a rhythm.
Oh, that makes me feel worse. Once I hear that and I find him, I'm gonna keep distance from him. And when I see him, I'm gonna say, hey, can can I talk to you for a minute, Trevor? And I think there's going to be a pause. And Trevor will be like, if you're coming in, well, this is your space. Look, man, you know, I'm sorry that it's so well. And he's just going to kind of like gesture around the room. I guess shitty in here. I don't know. Why didn't you ever tell me that it was like this? Well, because you never ask. So you just assumed I made it like this the whole time? Like I did that on purpose? Well, every ever jailer I've had has kept it the same. Come again? Well, you've done this whole thing before? More or less. Wait a sec. What do you mean, more or less? And Trevor stops for a second and goes, you know what? If you let me take the reins for a little while again, I would be more than happy to tell you about it. And Compton just kind of goes, no, thank you. I'm good, actually. So, I do kind of feel bad about the state of things in here. I'd like to make it different. Maybe make it a little better. And he pauses. And he kind of just like puts his hand out. And in the void space in front of him, he creates like a roaring fire. You know, and it's like, and it's like the whole hearth thing. It's a huge fireplace, and it's starting to shed light into this otherwise just black area. And he puts an identical lounge chair to the one that was in his room that we had just left in the wandering, I forget what that inn was called. He makes the exact same lounge chair. And he gestures his hands up to the blackness above, and he fills it with stars. And he just kind of looks at Trevor and kind of gestures towards what he's done. And then Trevor will walk up to the chair and kind of put his hand against it tentatively at first, as if it's not real, and then just rub his hand on the chair as he walks around it. And he'll laugh a little bit as he looks up at the stars in the sky and this light, and it's the only light in this space. Everything else is just pitch black. And he'll drop himself into the chair, and he'll say, all right, I'll give you a little while longer. And Compton will say, yeah, okay, right then. I got some stuff I gotta go take care of, but this was kind of important to me. And I promise I'm gonna check back in on you real soon. And then he'll just turn around and start walking away, like to leave this space. And just as he starts exiting that light where Trevor can see him, Trevor will look over his shoulder to Compton leaving and say, yeah. Oh, and say hi to Reyna for me. And then Compton will just not be in that space anymore. He has now exited it. And I think probably asleep. I don't know. You tell me where he is at that point.
He'd be getting woken up by...
Oh, that's when Reyna wakes me up? Fucking cool. What? Just something.
Craig.
What?
No.
Well, Craig, what?
Craig said that the daytime is coming in the forest, but it hasn't been a whole night's sleep for you guys. What do you want to do?
No, this is fine. Wait, I'm fine. Is Stoke fine? We're fine. We fine? I'm fine. I imagine he bumped his head on the fucking roof of the wagon. Or I guess the underside of the wagon. No, it's okay. We're good. I got enough. I could go. We could go. We should go. If it's daytime.
All right, let me go get Stoat.
Okay.
I mean, we'll extricate herself from the wagon and poke her head inside the back. Are you guys snuggling in there?
Stoat's probably curled up a little against his side of the leg.
Yeah, if you look in Deanne would probably like have his hand just kind of like near Stoat's back, kind of like passed out in the corner.
Stoat.
Yeah. I'm like,
It's morning in the forest. We gotta go.
what time is it?
It's only been about 4 hours.
Is it dark where we are? No? Okay. She starts elbowing Deanne.
You don't have to elbow me too hard. As soon as you talk to me, I was awake, but I just want to see what's wrong.
Get up, we're going.
Fine by me. Yeah. So at this time, because you guys waited 3 hours for Rain to wake up, you will notice that it's getting a little bit a little further into the afternoon now. The sun is no longer right in midday. Kind of getting to that probably about 5 o'clock time.
We got a short rest out of that.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to use my arcane recovery.
Yep.
And I will use hit dice because I've only got 30.
Okay.
So what is that? Was it 2d6? Oh, I don't need 2. I could just use.
All right. And then are you guys heading into the woods?
Who wants to take a horse?
I'm good without one.
We're taking them though, right?
I thought we were leaving them.
All right. Sorry. That's right.
The place we gotta go, I don't think it's too far, so.
Oh, it's so early.
Stoat, it's like middle of the afternoon. I know. The sleep cycle fucks things up, but we got to go. Let's get this done. I know we said it before. Don't run off. You see something, we talk about it as a group. We chase it as a group. We leave it alone as a group, but we don't do it by ourselves, right?
What do we do about the bear?
If we see the bear, I think, no, I feel like we can run the bear off if we got it.
Yeah.
Just get out of its way. It's looking for the animals, I think.
But if it tries to eat one of us, we do have to do something about that.
Yeah, but at first we'll hope it doesn't want to eat one of us.
It's always the hope.
I was always told that if a bear was chasing you, ain't got to be faster than the bear.
Just gotta be faster than the slowest person.
Hey, Miss Jenkins' class. All right.
The only thing worthwhile she taught me. Is everybody packed up, ready to go?
Yeah, let's run.
Right.
Deanne,
Yeah.
we got an understanding.
Well, you do, and I already talked to Stoat in the wagon. Once we
All right.
get in the woods, I get him on at least one of my weapons. 2 would be preferable. 1.
All right. No, we good then. Let's go. Craig, you got the instructions where we supposed to go meet Madame Martell?
We gotta go find Fibbit, and he's gonna take us to Madame Martell.
All right, let's get it done. Let's go.
Here we go. And
Hey.
again, Crag will take the lead into the forest.
Yeah, there
I'm
ain't
gonna-
nothing to it but to do it.
Attach the sickle to the end of my quarterstaff to walk with it like that. Just so it's ready.
All right.
Stoat's handing out. She's got the box out, and she's actually handing out a cinnamon bun to everyone.
Oh man.
Oh,
DM puts his hand out.
Compton looks at it. It's like, but it's like full of sugar. I don't really. Do we got anything else? You got like maybe?
I'll take yours.
I mean, Deanne, have it if it make you feel better. Can wait? Fuck the whiskey. No, I guess it's gone. How do we not have coffee? We got to think ahead.
Are you all heading deeper into the woods?
Yeah.
You all head through the tree line. Did you guys walk back to the path, or did you just head into the woods from where you were?
I think we would go back to the path. Yeah.
You head down the path, go through the arch of trees. Probably about 100, 150 feet in. The daylight of the sun from the outside path starts to fade, and it looks to be close to later evening in the forest.
God damn it.
Okay, look, we've got to, I guess we just got to fucking do it. Right?
Yeah, let's go.
Holy fuck. You know what this means? I bet you it's the same goddamn day that we left Corston outside.
Well, no, because we did spend an overnight before we came in the woods, but it's probably the day after
No,
we
but
left
you know,
Corston.
it's the same day we went into the woods.
I came in here and I slept for probably about 4 hours or so. And when I came back out, the sun didn't move too much.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be the same fucking day. So there's no way to beat this. We just got to get it done.
So. And, Craiggie's just looking out for that tree.
Okay. You can, if you tell anybody about the clues, anybody who knows about them and is looking can roll me a perception check with advantage.
He absolutely, he reads the instructions out loud as they're walking into the forest.
All right, I'll do it.
Yep.
Hey, can we give Deanne one of his swords back while this is happening?
Yeah. She gives Dan the what's the word? Saber? Not saber. What the heck's it called?
Scimitar.
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 Yeah, I love my scimitar. Very nice. Hey, doesn't have to be my ornate one, but would I also be able to, don't want to push my luck on this, but also get my dagger?
Stoat has his dagger in her hand, and she also has another one that she pulls. She pulls out 2 daggers from her boots. And she's not willing to give him that dagger just yet.
That's fine. Any dagger would be fine, but if not, I'll just deal with what I got.
Right.
Do I have Bart's?
You do have Bart's.
Give him Bart's dagger. That's a good deal.
I rolled a natural 20.
Hot damn.
I got a 16 altogether.
Do I have Bart's?
Craig actually has Bart's on his hip.
No, I gave it to you.
Yeah, he gave it to you at the end of the last session.
It was because she tossed her dagger. She took the dagger that I'd given Deanne, which was Bart's.
With the bear.
You lost
And he
bears.
told her to keep it.
Oh, right. So then actually she doesn't have...
Look, if you're having you could just take
she's
my
got
dagger.
Bart's out. That's what she has out, not his. And then she gives it to him. She'll give him Bart's. I'm sorry. Listen, daggers are very precious to Stoat.
Yeah,
She lets him have Bart's.
He takes it, bounces on his finger, tosses up in the air, pitches it out of the air. Ah, this will do. Alright, this one. Thank you.
What's our marching order, y'all? Are we like side by side? Are we in a line? Is there a fucking...
Hey, Craig's at the front. Y'all can, however you'd like to position yourselves.
Compton wants to be behind Deanne. So if we put Deanne in the middle, I feel like that's a smart place to put Deanne, right? 2 in front, 2 behind. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
So Compton will be behind Deanne.
So, Raina, you notice as you're walking, probably no more than another 70 feet further down the path, you notice the moss growing in the very particular way that you look for. And as you go once, twice, 3 times around the wood, you're off in the distance.
Did you hear that? I heard the bird. I did the thing. I went around the tree, and I heard the bird.
Gotta follow the bird.
Right, let's go.
And with your natural 20, the odd thing is you hear the cawing of the bird, but you see no bird.
It's just like a disembodied caw, but we should
Yep.
follow the noise. No, none at all.
Should be scared. Scary place. Well, I took it because I didn't want nobody else to have to take it. It wasn't because I wanted this, though. It kind of worked out in a way that I don't hate. So
Yeah, so as soon as we get him out, it'll be okay.
where's this bird at, Miss Raina?
What?
The bird? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's just like a caw, but I can't see the bird anywhere.
And as you keep traveling through, every once in a while, when all of a sudden you start to wonder where you are, you hear the from another direction.
Okay, I'll keep continuing to redirect us as I hear this bird.
Following the cawing of the unseen bird, your travel starts to get more difficult. Yep. You are off the path, heading into the woods. Yep.
It's on my hip.
Craig and Raina,
Thank you.
with your passives, as soon as he lights that light, it's almost like shadows scatter and run further back into the woods.
Oh no.
Okay. Craig says nothing. He like looks around and just like, yeah, there's no reason to alarm anybody else with that knowledge.
And because you both have your high passive perception, every time that lantern takes a foot forward, it's almost like a mist is getting pushed further and further back as soon as the light starts going further and further down. And then for where you are, as soon as the light starts to leave an area, you see it start kind of encroaching back in.
Great, that's cool.
Mm.
As you're all standing close, so it'd be 30 feet.
Are we in like a marching order?
Because either way, no one would probably be more than 15 feet in either direction.
Yeah.
The travel gets more difficult as the fourth floor becomes laced with thick green moss and roots. With every step, you all start to sink further and further into the ground. Not sinking, but becoming more difficult with each step, as this green, thick moss and root combination almost gets up to your knees. For you, Stowe, up to your thighs. As you push further, following the cawing of the bird, you start to see large mushrooms growing from trees, and even larger ones emerging from the moss.
Don't touch any of these, you guys. Yeah, if it'll keep you from touching other stuff.
all push further into the woods. Shadows being spread apart as the light keeps pushing further into the forest. You see an open area where the dense trees become a little less thick. And because you have the light, everybody roll me a perception check.
18.
That was a natural one.
19.
Both Craig and Raina, you see, just peeking out of this thick moss, you see the tips of probably about 6 or 7 little red tips slightly poking out the moss. Their appearance is reminiscent to the large mushrooms you've seen growing along the path thus far, but they seem oddly placed and out of order.
Would it be something that I've seen before?
You can roll me a nature check.
That was a natural one.
Much of this nature is more vibrant than where you're from. Most of the plants you've seen here, there have been some that have been similar to yours, but all of them are a little bit different. But something like this you've never seen.
All right, I'm not going to say anything then. I'm just like, this place is super weird. I think that, too, I know, having come from like a very fey magic heavy place, like, I know that things can get weird real fast, and how, like, I know how much I don't know. And that's, I have no idea what these are.
Just so that everybody understands a little bit better, give me a second. So this is kind of what you see off in the distance. This is the moss, the waggly part, and then these are just little tips of red that are sticking out of the moss.
I had worried about. Because they stand out, right?
Yeah.
I think Crag is intrigued. How are they like out of our way? In any like?
They're in this clearing, just kind of scattered everywhere.
Okay. Crag is going to look to everybody else really quick. That looks weird. I'm gonna go look at it.
No.
Hey, and here I just said I'm gonna go do that. So come with me or don't. And he's gonna start walking towards one.
Yeah, okay, I guess we are going to go look at those then. Let's go.
He's going to get not super close, just like within 5 feet of one, just kind of looking at it.
And are you just walking normally or stealthing up to it?
He's walking normally.
As you walk closer, probably about when you get 10 feet, you see the little tips start to move away from you.
Oh, that's fucking weird. It's moving. Look at that.
I think maybe we don't touch them.
You can roll nature. Yeah, because it's weird to you because the little tips of like what are sticking out, they look like little red cap mushrooms, but they're moving as you all seem to approach them. Mushrooms don't move.
Hey, wait. No.
No.
Quick question. Actually, you just said a word there. What kind of mushroom? Okay. You know that. And it's like clear that clicks something for Crag. So he's just going to look at all these little weird fucking things wandering around and just say out loud, "Hey, Fibbit, is he one of these? Or I don't know how shit works around here."
Because Raina and Craig, you have such a high passive perception. As you guys are looking around, you see all the little red caps kind of tilt, and some are tilting left, some are tilting right, but they all seem to be pointing in the same direction towards a little red cap that is further in the back.
I think it's that one. And he's gonna point at the one that's being pointed to. The arrow could talk to it, so I figured it talked what arrow talked. Common? I mean, it's worth a try talking at it in common and just seeing what happens. Well, if it's a mushroom, I'm gonna be talking at it because I don't talk to mushrooms. He's going to start more carefully now that he realizes that there is, at a minimum, some level of intelligence to these things. He's gonna be walking more carefully towards it.
Okay. Are you stealthing towards her, or are you just walking normally?
I think that he's walking slowly, but it's not inherently stealthy.
Okay. As you walk, and you probably get about 10 feet towards that mushroom, any of the other ones that you got close to kind of like spread slowly away. And as you get close to the one at the very back, when you get close and you hear like the crunching of the moss, you hear it's just like, because you have such high passive, little crunching as it moves away as you're getting closer.
Hey, none of that. I need to talk to you.
It moves just a little bit
I've
more.
heard something about some dealings with roses that maybe you'd be interested in.
And it takes off.
He's got a bolt for it.
Okay, you're gonna chase after it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so roll me to just, are you gonna try and like jump on it?
Yes.
Okay. So you can use your strength modifier because you are faster than this person. That you're going to use there.
It's a 24.
A 4, as you hear, and it trips over, and you just slam and jump right on top of it. And as you land on top of this thing, grab it, and we'll take a break there. It's going to be 15 minutes. as you were back, and as you're reaching down, you hear the deep in the moss as you've landed on top of something very small, and it is squirming in your grasp.
I just want to talk, buddy. That's all. You quit struggling. We can talk.
This is what I do, a struggle. What do you want? What do you need? Just let it go.
Well, I'm not going to let you go just yet because you've shown that you can run, and that's great. I don't want to run. I have something you probably want, and you have something I need. So, let's do a little bit of business, if that's okay with you.
What do you have? What do you need?
Well, okay, let's start with what I need, because that's more fun. I need to find Madame Martell.
Well, why do you find her?
Because I'm trying to leave.
Oh, okay. Why should I help you?
Because I'm a friend, and I think you know him, Mr. Arrow Darkfoot.
He's so I definitely don't want to help you then.
Well, he told me about you did some sort of business with some roses, and he said he'd only tell a seashell. I have that shell, and I'm willing to give it on to you if you help me.
You feel a squirming stop underneath your grasp.
I don't know what happened, and I don't care to know what happened. What I do want is for you to take me to Madame Martell and me to hand you the seashell and our business to be done.
Alright, so you give me the seashell and I'll escort you to Madame Martell.
You need to flip the order of those things, but yeah, that's about it.
By the Fey law, if you give me the shell, I will escort you to Madame Martell.
Fibbit, I've learned a single thing while I've been in this fucking forest, and that is that I cannot trust a single one of you dumb pieces of shit. So, no. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up. You're going to get up. I'm going to show you the shell to prove that I have it. We can continue on.
Roll me a persuasion.
Jesus Christ. Just threw that dice across my room. Persuasion, it's 25.
Okay, so if I escort you to Madame Martell, you're gonna give me the shell, right?
Absolutely.
You promise?
100%. I'll tell you what, Fibbit, I don't want the fucking shell. I only need it to give to you.
And you see like a little hand peek out from the green moss, and he has it up, like waving it.
So the deal, as I understand it, is that you will lead me to Madame Martell, and once we are at Madame Martell's place of living or business or whatever it is she does, I will hand you the seashell and we will be done, right?
Yes, the deal is I will escort you, guide you, and bring you to Madame Martell's to the best of my ability, and you will give me the shell.
Do you know where Madame Martell is?
I do, in fact, know how to find Madame Martell's location. Yes.
Okay, that's good enough for me. And he will take the little hand and give it a shake. And then he will.
Now, since you are who you are, you feel a little rush of energy go through you as you've known you signed a pact.
Okay, that's. Oh, God. Okay, yeah. He will stand up, brush himself off, turn back to everybody. Alright, so my new buddy Fibbit is going to help us.
And with the light cast, all of you still see just this little red tip poking out of the tall green moss.
What do you figure he did with them roses? Like, you think it was consensual?
Not my business.
Wasn't a part of the deal. You don't
Oh,
ask.
shit.
You just...
Nope, that's fine. I'm sorry.
I have told him, and I will tell you, I don't know what the business was. I don't care what the business was.
See, that's where we're different, because I care, but that's fine. It's cool. I don't need to know. It was just, I was interested because it seems like a story worth telling. That's okay. Yep, let's go. Where are we going?
It's explicitly not worth telling.
I'm going to lean over to Copta and be like, he didn't say that we couldn't speculate, though, right?
Oh, yeah. So it was, yeah. Maybe a little bit of like that thorny horny. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as like Craig, as everybody in your group like starts speaking up, since you're so close to him, you keep hearing as like a new person speaks up. He kind of like has a little freak out every time he hears a new voice.
He will just whisper every time he does it. They're with me. That one is also with me. That one's with me too.
How many are you?
But the funniest thing is, you ain't heard two of them. No, it's fine. We're all friends here. They're friends of mine. You're a friend of mine, so we're all friends.
Should have made a different deal. You have to hold on to the shell the entire time.
They have not even seen the shell. They will not see the shell.
The deal is you give me the shell.
It is my
Don't try
shell.
to trick me.
It is my shell until we get to Madame Martell, and then it is your shell.
Alright, okay.
Let's go. Let's get this done quick as possible. You don't got to worry about nothing.
Hey. Let's get out of this moss and I can talk easier. Follow me. And you see this little red tap just starts wandering through the moss, the little lighted lantern being lit, just kind of illuminating just this little red tip. You haven't seen any more of them, just a little red tip.
It's a delightful little creature. He will wait for everybody to follow, and he will follow.
This is absolutely bizarre and fascinating. Do you think I can... Is it rude if I ask him questions? He's leaning over to Raina.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can't guarantee he'll answer them.
Compton's just going to, like, lean past... Because I assume we're still kind of in, like, a somewhat single file. I'm going to lean, so I'm, like, talking to the front, but, like, you got a face?
Yeah. I have a face.
Okay. I just wondered.
Which was that?
Don't tell him who you are.
What?
No.
Don't tell him your name.
What? But he asked who it was. How, am I supposed to say my name? Oh shit! I'm not supposed to say.
Never mind.
Yep. Thank you. God, I was getting confused.
Sorry. And he kind of like goes, and who's like Craig? You're right behind him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like anytime you hear like a wolf noise in the distance or like the bird call, you see like the little red cap like jolt to one direction or jolt to another direction, like little.
Oh, he's a nervous fuck.
I like this guy.
I liked it. Miss Raina, I think if he asks me my name again, I'm gonna say my name is Tibbeth, which is backwards of Fibbit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Tibbeth. All right.
Yep.
Who was the last in the group? In your line.
I think that because we were keeping him in the middle, right?
Yeah, he's in the middle. I know that. So it's 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
So it's either Stoat or Raina, because Crag was in the front and Compton's behind Deanne.
Yeah, but we're holding hands, so we're together.
Oh, then it's us two. That's
what I was saying. I think Stoat would be in the middle.
Yeah, so it's Crag, Stoat, Deanne.
Yeah, and Raina, you would know, especially with your passive of 16. As you all like follow this individual and like leave the other little red cats behind, you hear like just off in the distance. You speak what language does he speak?
Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
You would hear in Sylvan behind you in the distance. Finally, Fib is gone.
So he's actually like a good guy.
That's why they don't like him.
Hey, I don't think that the other ones like Fibbit that much.
Oh, no? How do you know that?
I heard him talking in Sylvan.
Oh, shit. You speak Sylvan, too? I should have assumed. Actually, that would have been racist of me. I didn't know you spoke Sylvan. I speak Sylvan.
Oh, cool.
I know, right? We could just talk. Hey, do you speak Primordial?
No.
Oh, you should learn.
Well, maybe you can teach me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. Sounds great. We could set up a work plan. It'll be, yeah. I'm excited about it.
I mean, I can speak Giant and Dwarvish and Draconic and Celestial and Elvish. Do you want to learn one of those?
Well, I know I want to learn anything, right? But I know how to speak. I know how to speak Elvish and Celestial. Oh, shit, okay. And I hit my thing. The rest, yeah, let's go. Some of them, some magic languages. Giant, I know, is kind of important.
Yeah, it's important if you come from where I come from.
Oh, then let's learn.
Yeah,
We'll exchange. It'll be good.
sounds good.
As you all travel further through the green moss, it starts to lighten up. It becomes you're easier to walk, and then also as you travel further and further, the tree line once again goes back to the more normalized forest. The mushrooms become less dense, more bright colors, whimsical colors, though muddled by the darkness surrounding you. When the light hits them, it becomes back more to like the woods you saw when traveling the path. And you see, all of a sudden, peering out of the green moss as it gets lower and lower, you look down and you see a small individual standing no more than 4 feet tall. He wears a tattered green tunic, and you can see that his mushroom cap is actually a hat designed to mimic the look of mushrooms in his surroundings. Adorned atop his head is a pair of goggles, and all over his arms are tattoos of vines and flowers. See, an individual looks like this.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Can we keep him?
Does he have a little tail?
Aww.
He does, yep, and it looks like leaves.
Guys, we've got to adopt this guy too.
Can't keep adopting fucking fairies.
So the first time he sees you, he looks up and he can finally see past and looks up and like, ah! Oh, you're tall. You're really tall. You're like, 1, 2, 9 of me.
Yeah, you're real short.
That's rude to say, but yeah.
Oh, like it was okay for you to tell me I'm really tall?
It was a compliment.
It's a compliment that you're short. You can hide in moss. I can't do that.
Okay. And as like more and more of you come out of the woodwork, no one's gonna hear. He's gonna hurt me. I have to deal with him.
Yeah, no. You're real jittery.
Yeah. He's like looking around at his surroundings, like looking in every single direction. So you're all looking for Madame Martellus? It's just him.
And it's for him.
That feels like a trick question.
We're just here for moral support.
Hey. Oh, all right. So just I have a deal with this one, and he points at Craig again, and it's binding.
Yeah.
Right? And I have to tell you, here's the thing. I know the direction where Madame Martell is. It's a weird thing. My dad and his dad before, we can all find her, but the thing is about this woods, they all kind of shift and change a little bit over time. So I know the way, but I don't know what I know mostly what we might run into, depending on where we all end up. But I might get a little surprise.
We're a capable bunch of folks there, Phoebe. Don't you worry about that.
Hey. I just don't want you all attacking me because you think I'm trying to hurt you. I swear.
Okay.
We're not going to attack you unless you attack us, dude.
No,
Yeah.
No, not like those guys back there. They would have killed you.
Yeah, they gave you up real quick though, so that's interesting. Hey, Fibbit, was that your name? Look. Is there something we? Oh, okay. Is there something we can do to calm you down a bit?
No, I'm calm. Real calm.
All right. Okay, so let's start moving then because it's only getting dark. It's fucking dark. Can we go? Do we want more or less light? I guess that's a good question because you live here.
You want light so that you don't get taken by the dark. Bad. But you don't want too much light to attract what's in the dark.
Yeah. That's okay. We're just going to leave it the way that it is then with the one light. Okay.
Jam will lean over to Stout. Should we just are we gonna am I gonna die here?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's in the dark.
I don't really want to find out.
Another friend, Fibbit.
I didn't hear it before.
They're all friends. Hey, just take a look at everybody here real quick. All friends, every one of them.
All right. Tall one, big-haired one, blue-haired one, somewhat my height one, and messed up face one. Got it.
Wait,
Gotta
which one's
be
the
nicer.
messed up face one? Is he talking about you, Deanne? That's fucked up. Don't be like that to Deanne. He's our employee. We have a right to protect him.
Don't hurt me.
No,
All right.
I mean just like his honor. Wait, do you have honor?
Kind of looks at you and gives you a smile.
I knew it. He's a kidder.
We're going. Should probably get going before my.
Lead the way.
Let's go. Come on.
So I need someone to roll me a d4 plus 1.
You're welcome. I will do that for you.
It is your job.
Oh, that's 4. That's 5.
Okay, remember the
Hey,
last time you got
please,
excited
that's
about the
five.
fucking 6? Do you remember the
That's
last
not the one
time?
we want.
Hey guys, the bear.
Ooh, she got. Oh, this is gonna be a tough trip.
Dad.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Guys, did a good job.
Anybody who's paying attention to
I
the
need
stream.
you to roll me the first. Okay, sorry. Good. Continue.
No, I'm just saying, anybody on the stream who might be watching, par for the course, by the way, in a game of random chance to always land on the worst possible outcome.
The toughest roll.
that's our fucking bag. So welcome. Welcome to that.
As you all head out on the journey, Bibbit is a very small stature, just walking through, kind of deking in and out of trees, but never going too far to get out of your sight, but always stopping, looking around very jumpily at everything. When none of you step on a stick or you accidentally take a stone, he turns, stops, and looks every which way. I need someone to roll me a d6.
Resident dice roller.
Happy.
That's you, B.
Let me just do that for you guys. Trust in me. That's a 3. That's different. You
That's
know,
a mid.
we're
That's
changing
mid.
it
The
up
middle
today.
of the road.
We like it.
As you all travel further through the woods, going on, you see Fibbit goes up, looks up, kind of skitters up a tree slightly, looks around, goes, and then just kind of looks and scans. All of a sudden, you see Craig would notice because he's close and has a high pass. You see his little hat starts to turn and rotate in a direction, and then he looks in that direction. All right, and then he comes down from the tree and he heads the direction where his hat was pointing. And as he keeps going further and further in, you notice that the surroundings around you start to get more lush and vibrant. The light, whenever it hits, there's almost these sapphire, sparkling blue flowers starting to grow from all the trees surrounding you all. They're beautiful in color, and any time that the flowers hit one, these beautiful radiant lights all start going off and around all around you, and it's almost this beautiful sparkling mess as you keep going. And whenever the light passes through these, now it's just this beautiful haze of blue lighting up the whole area surrounding you.
Hey, little guy. What are these flowers? What are they?
These sapphire lilies. Yeah. I remember these sapphire lilies. Sapphire lilies are really nice, but if you touch them, they aren't so nice. I think that's how it goes, right? I don't remember. My dad taught me it.
It's a good rhyme.
That sounds so on point. Fibbit, you got a beautiful voice.
All right. Okay. All right. I think if we all just head in there, he stands there, turns slightly that way. Yeah, if we head this way, should be okay. Okay. Who is leading the path?
Craig.
Behind Fibbit, it's crap.
Roll me a survival check.
Oh no.
I'm so good at surviving, y'all. I lived in a big city my entire life. 12.
Well, you're heading through, and you're all with Fibbit's help, you're finding this little small path that are kind of winding in and around where all of these patches of the sapphire flowers are growing. They're off to the sides, very close to you, but with his help, Fibbit seems to be able to very adeptly go through this. But with your help, all of you who are a little bit larger than as nimble Fibbit, you're able to get through without going anywhere near them. Is anybody doing anything, or is everybody just traveling very closely behind? Because everybody here can see probably about 40 feet out, because of like the way the light is hitting all these flowers, is lighting everything up in the surroundings. Yes.
What can I see past all that?
Where it is, there's just a tall upstanding trees in beautiful different cacophony of colors. Like there's very bright luscious green, there is bright reddish like autumn leaves, there is the yellow, and you see like these almost like fireflies that are like dancing all around you, kind of drifting towards the light as you have it shining.
I guess I should rephrase that. Compton can see further than that into the darkness.
Yep.
What does he see? Is there anything kind of like lumen fault? Like, is there anything out past the light?
Check. You roll a perception check.
All right. -1, y'all. A hot 3. Hot 3.
You're looking, but then like the way the light is flashing back at you, it's kind of distracting you. You're not able to look even though you can see past where the light is hitting, it keeps distracting you, kind of making it unfocused.
I think Compton is so taken in by trying to figure out what's going on around him that he's not paying attention to what's directly around him. So I don't know if he's avoiding these flowers well. I don't know if he's avoiding these flowers well.
Yeah, but I've got you, and like I'm holding your hands.
I mean, you gotta keep him in line then, because he's like trying to be like, what the fuck is that out there? Do you see these things? It's so weird. Oh, thank you. Oh shit, what is it? Oh wait, we're not supposed to touch that. People said.
Yeah, if you touch them, they're not so nice.
Oh, like to look at? Maybe it kills them. We don't want to kill the nature.
Well, we don't want to kill them, and we don't want them to kill us. So either way, don't touch them. I think.
Oh shit! Do you think they're the doors of the forest?
Could be.
Oh man, you know, I've been thinking about that. Do you think it's the door that does me wrong, or is it the doorknob? Like maybe the door is fine. Like if I just touch it, but not the knob, I'm probably all right.
I think it's probably safe to assume it's the door and the door hardware all in one.
Man, I feel like a vampire. Somebody got to let me
doors.
in. Yeah, no, like I just can't come in by myself. Somebody's got to let me in. It's fine.
Fine, I'll let you in.
Thank you. You know, you've been so nice taking care of me. I do appreciate that. It's been weird. I know. Also, my hand gets a little sweaty. I'm sorry.
I haven't noticed. It's fine. My hand's cold, so.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because at first it's like warm sweat and then it's like cold sweat. And then that just was like, now I'm just in it, but it's okay. I mean, is it okay?
Fine.
Okay. Now I'm self-conscious. I'm going to stop talking.
So as you all, Stope, are you doing anything? Craig?
Craig is just watching Fibbit and trying not to touch anything.
Yeah, same with Stoat. I'm just very much trying not to touch anything and keeping a little bit of a side eye on Deanne behind her, in front of her, behind her.
If you're watching Deanne, you see he is rolling an insight.
We roll metal dice, okay? I can make a big boom. Insight would be 13.
With a 13, you can tell like he's being like you all. He's being very cautious to not touch the flowers, but there's that little sparkle in his eyes that he can't help but just be a little bit enthralled and fascinated just by like the cacophony of colors and beauty that is happening all around you. You all feel it, and you can definitely tell even DM is being caught off guard by just like how beautiful your surroundings are as you all push further and further. And as you all push further, Craig following Fibbit, you start to feel as you all are walking slightly down a slope. Fibbit, once again, very meticulously making you go pass through around the patches of flowers. And you're, oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay. This isn't great. This is, okay. All right. Hi, everybody. So, there's a little bit of a problem.
Uh-huh.
You know, sadly, the forest changes every so often, and you're kind of like, I'd lead you, but I might sometimes be a little surprised by what's happening.
You mentioned that, yeah.
My dad, last time I was through here, there was a path that we could normally follow all the way through, but it's kind of gotten overgrown a little bit.
Is that normal?
Normal is a relative word. For me, no. For the flowers, possibly.
Can we just now? I know this is gonna come off bad. Can we just kind of clear the brush?
We could. Yeah, we could try. Or we just take it real slow, walk real nice, and just be real nice to the flowers, and just keep walking.
Okay, here's a good question for you. Can the flowers move of their own free will?
Yes.
Okay, shit, like uprooted, like walking type.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it more like a reaching?
No. It should be okay.
That didn't answer my question at all. Do they walk around or do they reach out?
Last I remember, they just kind of like, if you're nice to them, they kind of like caress towards you, maybe. Sonny, maybe. Oh no. Right on your shoulders, tall boy.
Question, DM?
Yep.
When we first entered the forest, Stoat had gone and picked some flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one flower that kind of hung around and watched them.
Mm-hmm.
Are these similar? These flowers look similar to that one?
Is Craig still kind of like paying attention to the flowers now?
Yeah, I mean, like she's looking around her space as well. Like she's, like you said about.
So
Dion,
they don't match the color and like the type of flower that you found on there. But as you're like looking around and kind of like paying attention, because you noticed it before, you do notice that the flowers, like when you guys get really close to them, they kind of like shift and move with you, but then go back to normal when you all pass, when you've been going along the path.
Do these flowers talk to each other, Fibbit?
I don't know their language, but they may, yes.
Fuck. What happened if we just set them on fire? I'm not saying we'd do it, just wondering, like, would that be a bad idea?
Or I have a side that we could just...
We could blame a fire on something else. That just naturally occurs. You cut it down with a scythe, I'm pretty sure they're going to look at you holding a stick.
I won't against you with the force, mate.
Okay.
You do what you think is right. And he like, and he kind of like does that. To Crag.
Crag will comply.
I mean, look, not that I want to hold him, Craig, but you kind of use your hands to swing a big ass sword, and I don't need that. So,
well, I have to drop him to get the ball back anyway. So,
you see, he's gonna like scurry around, like crawl up if you put your arms down. And he's gonna like try and pull open where the back of your robe is, and like sit in the back, kind of like Yoda style on Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, there's room for him to do that.
Okay.
This is fine.
What's the play? Because we got to get through this.
I think we try not to fuck with the plants, because Fibbit, sometimes the plants get mad, right? That's what you've been saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to get the plants mad, because the plants are everywhere and everything.
How far to this lady?
I don't know. Like, it could be real short. It could be real long. It just depends on how the forest is reacting.
Can I see the edge of this like flower grove?
Let me check. You are standing there. You cannot see it past your vision again.
Fuck.
You can see around you that, like I said, you guys have been going down a slope. You see, like, around where you are, it's starting to get a little bit higher, and you guys are kind of entering into this field, this grove of these sapphire flowers.
Y'all, I'm going to let you know we've got a ways to go. Like, I'm looking, and it's out past my vision, and that's easily. We got a ways to go. So if we're going to be sneaking, we better get started now, or else we're going to be here all.
Yeah, let's go. Because
let's just try it.
If there's a lot of flowers, making any of them angry is a bad idea.
Yeah.
You are going to be literally walking through the flowers. There's no way of avoiding them.
Is there a way to go around this?
No.
Shit. Okay,
we can try, but the thing is, we'll be going into the dark part of the woods, and that's not a good place to be.
Yeah, no, that sounds fine. Do they release stuff into the air, Fibbit, like pollen or something?
I remember.
Okay, so it's more just like, okay, that's good. That's good to know. All right, so how about we do this? Who is best equipped to be our front person? Who spent the most time in the woods? Who knows not to touch poison ivy?
Yeah, probably me.
I don't. Okay, do you think you can lead us through this, and we can just follow your footsteps?
Think so, but you've got to follow my footsteps exactly.
Yeah. So I think the easiest way to do that is I just follow Craig, right? Because your footsteps are going to be small, but his is going to be big. So I just put my foot where his was at. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me.
We've stopped.
Do you not have big feet? Yeah, I thought we're on the edge of this
we're
clearing.
standing at the edge of this overgrowth.
Okay.
All right, I'll lead us through.
Okay, so what is the marching order?
Stove's gonna try something while you guys are trying to figure out this, and she's gonna grab her water skin and she's just gonna pour it on the plants.
Okay, are you doing it in the ones beside you, or the ones that are like going into the grove?
Whatever these the grove, those flowers. She's not pouring it on them, but if there's flowers like that is in this grove, she's pouring it on those ones nearby.
Okay, so the one's not in the grove, but near, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You water them, and they you see they let off this little sparkling image, and they kind of go into a bigger balloon towards you.
Maybe we just gotta feed them,
Does that make them bigger and harder to avoid? I think we can get through.
Okay.
So I think it would be Raina, Crag, Compton, Deanne, and then Stoat.
Okay. Do it one more time.
Raina, Crag, Compton, Deanne, Stoat.
And Stoat. And are you guys doing side by sides or just straight line?
Straight line so they can follow right in my path.
Okay. No problem. So as you guys all step into the grove, walk in. As you guys go in, and as you enter into the grove, the goes, it's almost like holding his breath, trying to be as quiet as possible. I need everybody to roll me a stealth check as you guys walk through the grove of sapphire flowers.
That is a 8.
Okay, so we're in at 8. Stoat, 17, you said?
18.
18, okay.
12.
Remember that time you guys thought I was sneaky because the first one I ever rolled was a 19?
Yeah.
That's really good. They'll put that at 12.
You got a 12 as well?
Yeah.
What did Deanne get?
I'm just about to roll for him.
He's so stealthy.
I know. I want to know. He's our dude.
22.
God damn. Fucking Deanne.
Sneaky boy.
Silent.
So, Raina, you probably make it about 15 feet into these flowers. Everybody's following close behind. And you all of a sudden hear like a... just this like little mumbling, murmuring. You hear like the ruffling of the leaves. And you see as where this little assortment of these sapphire flowers is, you see this little like vine start to merge up. And you see one of the flowers that are like on top of it starts to bloom, and you see this little face attached to the vine, kind of looking at you.
Oh, what a little creature.
And it's clearly seeing us.
Yeah, it's looking right at you. You can tell right away.
Okay.
Like you stepped on, and you hear as you stepped on one of these flowers, and you see the little vine like come up, just looking at you.
All right. And Sylvan, I'm just gonna say, hi there. Don't mind us. We'll just be on our way. She's gonna nod respectfully to it.
Okay, no problem. You nod to it, and you start walking again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you take another step, walking forward, it makes this little sound again. And as it's surprising you, with the 17 hit,
Yeah.
you see as it starts to grapple and the vine wraps around your foot. And I will switch over to this map.
Oh, god damn it.
No. Fuck. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Alrighty. Listen here, you little shit flowers.
Second.
Okay.
And as you're all doing that, you hear Fibbit yell, "Oh crap!" And he scurries off of Craig's back and starts to run into the woods.
Oh no.
Fuck.
This one here. So I need Raina. You need to make me DC. Where is this one right here? 15. A DC 15, either your athletics or your acrobatics.
Jeez, I guess it'll be acrobatics. Nope, that's a 12.
You are fully grappled, and you are going to be pulled 25 feet.
Okay.
Actually, they're only going to do 10 feet in this direction with the tendril. All right.
Fuck. Did you roll our
And
initiatives?
10
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's all right there.
Okay.
I have it. Yeah, everybody's initiative is right there. All right. Greg. Let me get a little bit different. I don't like this one.
So, can I hit this thing without hitting Raina?
With the tendril, it's currently wrapped around her. You can definitely try.
Okay, well, I apologize. I think that it's like every bit of his magic that he's done so far, it's incredibly reflexive. He just reaches out to like try and grab her as she leaves, and 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast leave his hand.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not great. That is worse.
You see,
Ignore the
as
third one.
as Reyna is being pulled in the direction of this creature, all of a sudden, like the blasts go off one after another, and just being whipped through these flowers. All the light is throwing you off, and none of those hit.
Oh, shit. Fuck. He's just going to run after her. I cannot move my... Oh, wait. Never mind. I couldn't select it. I'm a fool. Wait, I can't move, actually.
It's assigned to you, Craig.
I can select and edit it, but I can't.
I can move mine.
Yeah, I can move mine.
Here, let me just delete yours, I guess, and I'll re-throw you back on. Let me just edit. There's your edit and controlled by Craig, yeah.
You get 3 shots of your Eldritch Blast.
2. The third one was an excellent. It's 2 at 5th level.
How's that? Better?
Yes, and he will just get right there and stop. And that's my turn.
Okay, let me just re-roll your initiative. Go off, and you were 18. You must have been 17.
Yeah, it's between Fibbit.
Yeah. All right, down. Reyna, you're struggling as you're being pulled through the ground, and this little creature is like just pulling you, and you're like going through the grass, just flying towards whatever.
So I'm prone at this point.
You are prone and restrained.
Yeah. So could I? So if I attack, it would be disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Could I Misty Step out of this?
You definitely could. 100%.
Right.
Good play.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna Misty Step back towards the group here. And then shoot it with my bow.
Okay. Go over your shots.
Mm-hmm. So that is a... Oh, where are you? 21.
Hits, yep.
And then... And then I have... Let's see. I have a dreadful strike thing, which I didn't know about until just now. And so it's going to be... It would be 3, 4, 5 just regular piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 psychic damage.
So 6 damage total?
Yeah.
All right. You see as like you launch into the face of this flower, and it kind of like goes, and the face of the flower is completely gone, but the vine is still wiggling and worming all around.
All right. And then my second attack would be a 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And that would be 3 piercing.
3 piercing damage. Okay. You see the vine's like starting to wither up and almost falling over, but it's still just there. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Compton.
You're muted.
I appreciate you. Compton's overwhelmed. He saw Reyna get grabbed and dragged off, and so that was the thing. And then he saw Crag do fucking crazy magic, and he's like, "Oh well, hell, shit!" And then Reyna popped in front of him, and he's just like, "Whatever." I think what'll happen is his left hand will kind of open up to the sky a little bit like this, and this book will just like kind of like fold itself out of the air and float above his hand, and then he'll reach out with his other hand, and the book's pages will like flitter to a page and stop, and he's going to cast Ray of Frost. So like the air around his hand is going to kind of like suck in and turn cold, and then just jettison forward at this guy, at this fucking guy.
Okay.
And then I'll miss it. Oh, 20? Does a 20 hit?
Hits. 20 hits.
Okay, dope ass shit. That's 2d8. And then its speed is reduced by 10 for its next turn.
Okay.
Go away. Go away. So 3 damage.
All right, as you 3 damage here,
Oh,
off in the distance, as you see this thing wither up and like cracks and freezes and then breaks apart.
Oh, guys, it's connected to a bigger thing.
Deanne is.
Can I
Are you doing
move?
anything else?
Yeah. Fibbit's exactly where he is.
Yeah, everybody's where they are on the map.
Okay. I'm going to Fibbit and then just get right next to him. So I have yeah, that's it.
Deanne is going to get up where Craig is. Beside him. Stoke.
Stoat is going to do the same thing. She's going to get up to where Deanne is and look for any more of what this might have been.
Okay, so roll a perception check as you get up there. Just move your character where you're gonna move him.
Okay, that was perception. 16.
A 16. Okay. As you roll a 16, you are going to notice. Oh, I'm on measuring tool.
Oh god.
As you see more of these little tendrils starting to come out of the flowers. All right.
Just before she ends it, she's all right. There's more on either side of us. Do you want to just run through? That's it.
All right. Fibbit. He said run, and he's gonna take off. Fibbit is going to run that way.
Love you, Fibbit.
Craig. Wait, did I skip my? Oh, I did. That's why, because I had them on GM over again. Second.
Oh, there's one there. I missed it. Oops.
Yeah, let me just. Okay, so before Fibbit runs, because I got my order wrong because that went on that one. This tendril is going to try and get Deanne. Tendril misses.
Is the one above
here
Crag
dead?
dead?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
dead.
okay.
I just keeping it for my token over here.
Yeah.
This one is going to move towards Stoat. 26. Roll me a DC 15, either strength, acrobatics, or athletics.
Oh, 17 plus 7. It's lots.
It wraps around, but you break off of it. And the last one is going to come towards the closest person, Deanne again. And he's going to attack him. 21. And Deanne is going to make athletics. And he is taken. He is going to be pulled 15 feet in this direction. Craig, you can get an attack of opportunity on the tendril.
Yeah, he's going to. Because I don't have my maul out, he's going to punch it.
All right.
He's not, though.
All right. It is your turn, Craig.
Holy shit, did that say +8?
Yeah.
All right.
Strong.
That feels good.
I think seeing Deanne be taken, he's going to run after him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get right here, and it's like one smooth motion where he grabs Deanne and Thunder steps just away.
Okay.
So he's going to. I have 90 feet of movement. I'm just going to get the fuck away and take him with me, assuming he's willing.
Yeah, he's willing. Roll your damage.
Those many. And again, it rolled it twice. I don't know why.
So you do 16 points Constitution saving
So
throw.
20, the first roll. The second one's accidental.
20. 19 for the Constitution. So it only takes half, right?
Yes.
All right. But as you got this close, right before you thunder stepped, you saw this emerging, laying deep within the flowers. You see rising above. Can I show? 1 second.
It's fucked up making me wait because now the anticipation's grown. Oh, cool. Oh,
Jesus.
cool.
Running was never an option.
I think it's always an option. I think we just.
Great.
We're not running
You s-
now. Gotta kill
You
that thing.
see this tendril disappears, but emerging from the flowers is that. And that's the end of your turn, right?
Yep.
Raina.
It has such pretty eyes.
Well, I'm gonna shoot at this one here next to Compton.
Okay.
It's 21 to hit again.
21 hits.
So that's 8 piercing and 1 psychic. So 9.
9. You see it starts to wither up, but it's still just like
All right, I'm
the
gonna shoot it
branches
again.
of it just going. Yep.
That's 23 and 5 piercing.
Yep. And you see as the vine withers away.
And then I'm gonna move over here. And that's my turn.
Fountain.
Do I get the impression that Fibbit's moving his maximum distance in this little run of his?
Yeah, which he actually would have ended because I changed his movement around because I skipped his turn. He was there, so he only moves. It looked like he was
So
going
it's about a square a fucking turn is what I'm getting out of this, like about 5 feet.
15
He's-
feet.
Okay, 15 feet. Okay.
As I said, he moved, but then I had to recon because of turns. But yeah, he moves about 15 feet around.
Okay. He'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna do something dumb. Compton is going to. Is there a way to put template, like area templates on this map? I don't know, remember how, like if I needed a cone to see what that cone is, does that exist?
You just use a measuring rule. If you need like
Oh.
15-foot cone, you just go like that.
Oh, okay. Realistically, if I were to put Compton here and drop a cone, I could hit this guy and this guy behind it and not hit Stoat.
Cone 15 feet. You would just miss the serpent, but you would get the.
Oh shit. Okay, then I won't do that. So I'm back here. I will use my movement to get up here next to Raina. Well, actually, I've got to get close enough to land my cone. So I'm going to get right here. And then I'm going to Burning Hands, 3rd level, the Vine Serpent. So that'll be 16 damage, and it's a 16 dex saving throw, I think.
Yeah, it is a very. It looks like very buried into the ground. This thing. So as it like tries to move, it can't move too far. It hits.
Okay.
Lighten it up.
So Compton does that same thing that he did. So the book disappears before he runs, and then he just juts forward, pops the book out again. The other hand opens up, and then like a sideways vortex of fire just erupts out of his hand towards this thing. So it'll take the 16 damage, and then fire ignites any flammable objects in that area.
Yeah, so the flowers start to burn.
Okay.
Yep. You said 15?
16 damage.
16
Wait, what did I
damage,
say?
yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, okay. 16 damage, sorry.
Okay, so as you light this thing up, it lets out a guttural roar, and you see like the little branches and everything off of it are still like alight. This was very effective.
Okay, so I get the sensation it was probably worse than I imagined it to be.
When you guys were attacking them just with arrows, it didn't make as much of a screeching noise as when you lit it on fire.
Okay. And then like just my free statement, I'll be like, fucking move.
Deanne's gonna hear move, and he's going to keep booking it. He is going to hold his action to move when he sees Craig move. Stoke.
Stoat is going to fasten the lamp on her hip and pull out another dagger from her wrist. Now she has 2 daggers, and she's going to make a first attack on this creature in front of her.
Which one? The one right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that is... Sorry. Actions, that's 16.
16. It's a very thin vine. You just slightly miss it.
She makes a second attack against it.
Yep.
Less than that. She's going to action surge and make a third attack.
Okay.
19 plus 7 probably hits.
Yep. That definitely hits.
Okay. And it's just a dagger. Oh, but that's 4 damage plus 1. Plus 4.
Okay.
That's 8 damage.
You hack away, and it's like dangling there, but it's still holding on strong.
Nah. I don't think she can do anything else.
All right. It's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of your turn, you hear the ground starting to being churned up as this creature moves 10 feet towards Compton.
Ooh.
The tendril near Stoat is going to make an attack. 9 misses. The one that appears behind Reyna is going to make an attack. For 11, misses. And then the creature in front of... You see the large, plant. At first, it just looks like these ones has no mouth or anything like that. All of a sudden, you see, this giant mouse opens up and tries to chomp down on Compton 16.
Yeah, no mage armor, y'all.
You see as it goes and bites right into his neck, almost encompassing his entire shoulder blade, doing 17 points of piercing damage.
Yep. Cool. That's fucking great. Delicious.
And Fibbit. Let's see. High or low, everybody?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Right in the middle. Fibbit is hesitantly just going to go like this, position himself. Running.
Don't run.
Tendril will get an attack.
Yeah.
11 does not hit Fibbit. All right, Craig.
He's not going to run, especially seeing his buddy just get chomped on. 2 more bolts of Eldritch Blast at the big fucker.
All right.
Oh god, fuck! I need to start hitting these, y'all. y'all. He's real bad at magic, everybody.
I love it. It's so in line.
I can see
a
that
new
Yen
body.
is waiting on me, right?
Yeah. So as he sees you turn around and attack, he is going to move actually up to the creature.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right, Reyna.
Yep. I think I'm gonna just totally ignore this one next to me and shoot at this big one.
All right, go for it.
It's a 21,
21 hits.
and that's 2 piercing and 4 psychic.
Okay.
And my other attack was a 9. So
All right. You see as one of the arrows thuds right into it and lets out another piercing roar, as it still has Compton kind of like getting around, just kind of like throwing him around right now by the shoulder blade. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Compton.
Does this thing look like it's really taking a beating? How does it look?
The branch, like it is on fire, and the branches are like starting to twig off, but it's still like the trunk of this plant is still very thick and strong.
It's fucking hardy. Am I grappled? I know you said it has me in its mouth.
No, you aren't officially grappled as of yet.
Fuck y'all. I'm gonna die. YOLO. Okay. Compton is going to, because this thing is like biting onto him, he's going to reach out with his fucking hand and just like place it against this thing and then drop a second level burning hands on it again. Because apparently it's fucking effective.
I'll give him disadvantage on the dex save. So 7.
Okay. So is that...
You do max damage. Well, not max damage, but
right.
Don't do half.
Hey, 14, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, and I think at this point, like when Compton is doing this, there's like an element where he's kind of siphoning off some of the tendrils of the flame from like the outskirts of where that cone like lit the smaller flowers and stuff. It's kind of like being pulled into that whole deal, and he's just trying to dump as much fucking fire into this thing as he can. But I did avoid Deanne, right? Like, so however that cone was, didn't hit Deanne.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't move. I'm not going to move.
All right.
So that's it.
Deanne is going to come up, and because you guys gave him both of his weapons. Where is that last one? 1, 2, 3. So hits with 1 for 7 points. All right, and you see like throws up the dagger, stabs with another one, and he's going to town, trying to chop up this thing.
Does he hit with 2 or 1?
He hits only with 1.
22,
What?
18, and 8.
Yep, he only hits with 1.
Oh shit, boys!
18 didn't fucking hit, y'all. Oh fuck. Yuck.
As the one with the 18, when you see you think he like stabbed into the tree trunk, he stabs it, you see his blade go and kind of like scrape off of like this almost like iron trunk.
Fuck. Okay. Stoat's turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Stoat's I'm just gonna try and finish this guy off, hopefully. Dagger swing.
Which one are you doing? This guy or the little one?
No, the one right beside her, just trying to get rid of it. 17?
17 does not hit. As you stab in again, just kind of like wiggles out of the way.
She's going to run away from it and run up to this thing that's fucking up her friend.
24, do DC 15 acrobatics or athletics.
She didn't move outside of its range.
Oh no, yes, you're right. She's still in it. That's right, correct. Never ignored that.
Saved ya.
Thank God.
All right, and she's gonna take one swing at this big boy.
All right.
Fuck! That's not. No, it's 14.
Okay.
That's all she can do. Can I make one extra attack? No,
Your bonus, your offhand.
one more. Okay, that is 21.
21 hits.
Question, can I trip attack it or no? Probably not.
Yeah, you still have your with it. I'm not going to make you waste your thing though because it is in the ground. Right?
Yeah, but I want to use my thing. That's okay. It has to be larger than me, and this thing's probably way bigger than me, though.
Oh, it's
Can't
larger
be
than you.
tripped,
Yeah.
I think.
That's what I'm saying is
Anyways.
you can't trip it because it's actually in the ground.
Can I add a D8?
But it deals damage, right? So you can do it for the damage, it just won't
Yeah.
trip it.
Cool. Okay. All right, so that is 6 plus 4 is 10 damage.
How do you do this?
Oh, it is a quick little whoosh, right with like one blade across its throat trunk.
All right. You see as this creature lets out a bellow roar, looking like it's ready to do another chomp right into Compton. And as it's like reaching down for another bite, bursts in the flames, kind of like withering away. When you slice across its mouth, you start to see the whole top part of the plant fall back, and as the lower half is still like traveling towards Compton, and slides into the ground. And you see all of the tendrils wither away.
Are we so everything's gone, we're out of initiative?
As far as you can tell, you don't see anything else that is attacking you.
I think Compton probably falls back onto the ground like in a seated position, and he goes to catch himself with his hands. And the hand that he was, the last one that he did the burning hands with on this thing, as he like goes to catch himself with it, that one immediately shoots out from under him, and he grabs at it like fuck. And if he looks down, it is fucked up. Because his hand was right against this thing as he did it, I think his hand is jacked. I'll take damage for that. You want me to take damage for that?
You're okay.
Okay. His hand is hurting. And he is hurting. He's probably bleeding a lot.
Raina's gonna run up and like hand right up, like over the bite wound and cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh my god.
So it's reaching for a health potion in the bag of holding.
Yep.
Holy shit. Did y'all see that? I've never done that before. It was in my book. I hadn't practiced. It was... Anybody else's heart racing like that? Is it just me? It's just me, huh?
That's 18 healing.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Mama Raina. I'm like perfect again.
Put a little love in that one for you.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'll deal with your hands being as cold as they can be, because I'll tell you what, I like it. This is nice. Oh, my God. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, man.
Fucking bit you, right? Like, it almost bit you right in half.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? I didn't really... Okay, that was an unfortunate event. And he rubs at his shoulder a bit. His clothes are all fucked up, huh? Oh, man. Okay, we might have to fix that one. God damn it. I'll just keep
folks,
running.
Not to alarm you, but fire.
Oh, fire's nothing. All right, let's go.
Looking like it's starting to be something there, bud.
Can I start? I'm going to, I'll stand up. And it'll be a little... Go ahead.
Stoat's handing you a healing potion as you stand up.
No, Stoat, I'm okay. Like, I don't know. Raina's fucking...
Carry it.
Oh, like with me. That's smart. Shit.
Getting worse.
Oh, okay, let's move. Let's fucking go.
We gotta go.
He's like ushering Deanna away from the fire.
Yeah, Deanna was running with Fibbit.
Let's go.
Yeah, Deanna and Fibbit were both like, fuck this shit when they started seeing the fire going. Like, they're like, no, we're not fucking sticking around for that. Fibbit's like, ah!
Okay.
It's so great. I love that we set this fucking place on fire. We didn't set nothing else on fire.
What are you talking about? I set that thing on fire. I thought the fire was good. It seemed to be working.
Didn't set the windmill on fire is what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, we go to a forest. The first natural place we end up in, we set the fucking... Jesus Christ.
I'm going to tell you, I wanted to set the windmill on fire. You told me I couldn't. I just did something that seemed to work. Are you telling me I shouldn't have did that?
No, you did good. It's just, maybe we don't stick around and burn with the flowers.
But it was pretty.
You did great. You did a beautiful magic. And I'm proud of you.
Hey, you did fucking magic. Hold on a second. Can we take... Okay, so earlier I was
going
to ask you about...
We don't have time. We gotta run.
No, we're out. It's over there.
It's gonna keep burning. We didn't do anything to stop it, but that's
and Fibbit, you see Fibbit's like going down the path, like,
oh, okay,
just keeps going.
We gonna talk about the magic later, Craig?
Yeah, it kind of sucked. I didn't hit anything.
Yeah, you'll get a bit. This is a practice thing.
Fibbit keeps running down the path, and as you all run further into the woods, I need a resident dice roller to roll me another d6.
A fucking hot six.
Please God, no more murder flowers.
All right, fighting old boys. What's gonna kill us next? That's a 2.
Level
Okay.
2.
As you all run deeper into the woods, away from the fire, traveling further, the pace starts to slow down. Pivot. Alright. Sorry. That wasn't great.
What do you mean it wasn't great? We managed. We are alive. Oh man, that was crazy.
That was super scary. Like, I haven't seen that thing before. I'm sorry. If it was that bad, I would have brought us to the grove. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, you know what, Fibbit? I gotta let you know you didn't leave us. So kudos to you.
No. We have a deal. Like I said, the best I can. Escort you guys. You help you as I can.
Fibbit, I think you are very brave.
What's everybody else doing?
So it's down to 1 dagger and has a lantern out.
Wait, you lost a dagger?
No. Like, she's put her dagger away. She's got 1 dagger.
Dude, you gave me so much fucking anxiety. I'm like, another fucking dagger. We gotta go find in these goddamn books.
Gotta go back.
Keeping one eye on Compton and one eye on the woods around us.
All right.
And Craig is just looking around for the spooky shit. Doesn't want to be caught unawares. Also, he does have them all out now, just carrying it.
All right.
He's giving up on magic. Kidding.
As you all push further through the woods, so often, Fibbit pauses, looks around, then heads in another direction, walking further. He always seems to take a moment, but he always seems confident in the direction he's heading after he pauses. And he heads further and further in. You all find another path in the woods that he leads you. The trees around you becoming more like when you were on the road. Though no lanterns to guide your path as you walk through, the trees here are just the standard forest trees, the foliage, nothing odd or extraordinary about them in every single way. But as you all follow this path, you start to see a fog rolling in, surrounding the landscape. It starts to encompass the path. The fog becomes so thick that you can barely see past your own hand, and those around you become nothing more than voices in this never-ending gray mist. I need everybody to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Compton
Anyone
is,
able to bless him?
Compton is holding Raina's hand again, though. Like that went back to the case. Like, he's like, I don't fucking like this.
I'm gonna imbue. So I have, since you're holding my hand, you can have some of this resistance, so you can add a D4 to a saving throw. Yeah.
No shit. That's not real. Is that real?
It is real. It's
Hell
a cantrip. I just can't be doing it to you like constantly. So.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I rolled 19.
I'll show you because I did roll a 7. That's you can't see it. It's there. It's a 7. -1 is a 6. +4 is 10. So I mean, like, that fucking helps.
I did my fucking best.
You gave me 4. I got a 4.
Got a modified 20.
24.
But can I also, as this mist is coming up around us, can I try to gust it, like, the area around us?
Yep, you blow it in, and like a poof of air, and then it envelops where you just pushed away.
I tried.
Okay, so Craig got a 24, Compton got a 10.
19?
I got a modified 20.
Okay. And you said a 19?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and let's check on the last guy, Deanne.
Come on, Deanne.
Deanne got an 11.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my homie. He's gonna succeed by 1, and I'm gonna be sucked into the void.
everybody, you're looking through the mist, hearing the voices going on all around you, like just all the voices of all your companions going on around you. The fog is thick and plays with your senses, like just the voices, the darkness, everything going on. Compton,
Yeah.
you look out into the void of this fog, and as you look deep into the fog, the landscape just surrounding, you all of a sudden see your two daughters just off the path into the woods. And you see this large beast grab them and pull them into the woods, and we'll end the session there.
Oh my gosh!
Hey,
Don't go off the road, Compton.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving the path, y'all.
Bye.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, you son of a bitch. What the
I've got your hand. You think you're stronger than me?
You think I'm not going to vortex warp myself to my kids?
Can you vortex warp them to you, or do you have to touch them?
I would only be able to pull one.
Yeah.
Which one do you like more?
Why do you think I said both children? I knew as soon as I said that it was only one, you'd be like, oh, I just vortex to me. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do both of them.
Oh, no, y'all. That's terrible. Fuck.
this is gonna be the second fucking time I have to physically drag you out of a nightmare fog, and I'm pissed.
Look, I'm going to tell you something. It's not my fault.
It seems to be. You're the common factor.
No.
Who's ready to stay in the forest forever? Woo!
Look. We trounced that tree monster.
Trounced is an interesting word.
How much
How much
was
did
it?
it do to you? What
Seven-
happened
You
I
there?
think it was
Real good.
17. I think it did
With
17.
one attack, it did 17 damage.
Yeah.
I hit it hard. I think my first one was 16 and my second one was 14, which is not bad. It was actually more than that, right? Because
Yeah. The fire came in clutch. If you didn't have fire, that would have been a lot rougher fight. Because you did fucking almost yourself 24 plus another 36. You did 53 points of damage this
shit.
thing.
God,
It was not like the main trunk. Like while the rest were like very nimble and dexterous, the main trunk of this thing was not. Like it was rooted to the ground and could only move 10 feet around to like chase you guys.
Oh man.
So just
could've
because,
run.
as Stoat being the master of dice rolls, rolled for max number of counters on your trip.
Oh, cool. So we have another 2 after this one. That's great. No,
We're going to
another
fucking
3.
most of that
Another 3.
Another 3.
Another 3. There
Yeah.
were 6 encounters,
Oh.
and you get to do 5 of the 6.
Oh God.
You
You know
guys
what?
are. You're welcome.
At some point we got to sleep because I'm gonna be fucking spent.
That's why I was like, Stoat. Classic Stoat.
I can do this all day, boys.
Fuck. And we're jumping straight into another one. We're jumping straight into another one.
Can one of those
Fucking-
encounters be me finding the dagger?
Never be so
Yeah,
lucky.
when you roll the bear again.
Oh,
I'm
my
fucking tired.
God.
roll a 6 again and see what happens.
Just
I'm doing it.
Just defeat,
Come on.
y'all.
That was a 1. Fuck off.
Let me see. A 1. A 1. Oh, you guys would have loved if you rolled a 1.
Is it hot ladies at like a watering hole? Like
Place to
Easy.
sleep.
a place to sleep would be cool. Hey, do
You guys are
let's.
thinking you get to sleep along this path?
There's no sleeping here. Let's
I gotta rest.
let's do the thing. Let's wrap it up so we can
Oh yeah,
send
sorry,
our,
we're still on stream. Oops.
yeah. No, this is great. This is what we do, y'all. We sit here and we bullshit. Anybody who hung out, thanks. I'll start there. Thank you for hanging out, Danny. I see you. Thank you, Meta. Thank you.
Shout out to my husband.
Your husband, our boyfriend. Stop. God.
Well,
Anybody else have
everybody
shout outs?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Well, anybody who is here and decided to spend their Saturday evening with us, as always, thank you for taking the time to join us on our adventure. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys had as much fun as we all.
Yeah. Same, well, roughly same time next week. We haven't landed on being on the same time at all, but that's okay. Next week, same day, I think. Right?
We always aim for 8, but as we have all said, we all have lives.
Yeah.
And we do our best to be here on time, but sometimes life gets in the way.
Whoa, don't cough for everyone now.
We all have lives. Okay. All right. Everybody say goodbye. Goodbye.